Hi, my name's Dave. I'm also known as Infected Flinch and Wham again. And who's this?
I am Stefan, aka Big Get 69. This probably won't get picked up.
No.
But yeah, I'm out of Whamageddon.
Yeah, you've gone. You've gone.
I lasted till day 19 at the Big Brother house.
Anyway,
like 16?
Yeah, 16. Yeah, but this comes out on Christmas Day.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
I love that we could spend Christmas together.
Me too. I love you, Stefan. So
I'm tolerant of you, Dave.
So, have yourselves a great Christmas. We don't do YouTube anymore, and I don't know if any of this worked. We might have to do it again, and if not,
My game of the year is Arkham Asylum.
my game of the year is Pac-Man. I'm just saying.
It's Immortality.
Oh, it was Immortality.
My actual game of the year was.
My actual game of the year was Immortality.
And mine was Arkham Asylum.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is going to get copyright claimed.
Fuck you, George Michael.
Hey, this is Kim Justice, and you are watching the Retrounlim Christmas special. So get some drinks in of whatever sort you prefer, and have some fun with some lovely folks. Take care.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's already so good.
I haven't missed that.
Merry Christmas, one and all. It's Christmas Day, and you're watching Retrounlim Live. Yes, we're back for the first time in a year, and we're in the festive mood. We've got our festive beer, our festive non-beer, and our festive yak cups. I am indeed Harry Yak, and I have some Retrounlimers, some YouTubers here with me today. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Who wants to go first?
We can go from fame ascending first, so that'd be Larry or Slope
Oh.
first. I don't know, but
I was like, whoa. Go on, Larry. You start us off, man.
Okay, hello, I'm Guru Larry, and I welcome you to the live festive Retrounlim podcast.
Yes.
That's
will
it.
we be seeing, Larry, will we be seeing your festive Christmas speech this year?
Hopefully, yes. I haven't recorded it yet, but hopefully I'll get round to it.
Excellent.
Mm.
Well, it is Christmas Day after all, so
Oh, yes.
it might be out.
late to it.
No. Oh dear, we're giving that away too early this year. So, Slope.
I was about to say, surely it's
SGR?
Novabug next, isn't it? Come on.
Oh,
it's
right,
Novabug.
okay.
Chance.
It's a tie. I think it's a tie.
I
So-
no. Oh, I'll go then.
Go on.
Hello, everybody. It's Christmas Day. It's Nova Bug live from the Bug Loft. Hi. Everyone wave. Hi.
Hello,
He's
Nova.
waving.
Hello.
Hello, you.
Love it. Love it.
Excellent.
And yes, DJ Slopes in the house. Yeah, I'm. Where do I look on there? I'm bottom left. That's me. Whee, whee.
Yes.
Merry
So-
Christmas, happy holidays to all you peeps. Because it's Christmas Day, and I'm feeling pretty merry. In fact,
Yes.
we've got my free cotton mugs. I keep getting these these souvenir cotton mugs sent. Normally just for display purposes only, but tonight I'm actually going to use them, and I'm going to be pouring in them some marshmallow cider. It's the sweetest thing you could possibly put in your mouth. It's like alcoholic energy drink.
Ooh,
Which,
marshmallow.
honestly, I'm addicted to it. Just
Yes,
like energy
okay.
drinks.
Diabetes and liver cirrhosis at the same time.
Is it? And look, it's like pink. I don't know if you can see. It's pink
Yeah.
color.
It's like that pink lemonade, isn't it? Mine
Yeah,
is.
yeah. It's not.
Well, it
It's not a
looks
million
like-
miles away from that. In honesty,
Pink cream soda or something.
there you go. Thank you
Proper
very
red
much,
one.
strictly limited games, for sending me these
Strictly
cups because I'm
unlimited.
drinking out of them now. There we go. There it is. Marshmallow cider.
I bet they're very glad that it's become a prop on our Christmas stream.
Retro blood.
Yes.
Did you actually have to unbox that right now?
No, I didn't. I genuinely didn't. But I was like, I need a drink, and what better way to do it than out of these little souvenir things that I'm literally never going to use. But I am now, aren't I? So drink number 1 goes in. The thing is, I've mixed them up. I don't know if I'm going to be putting them back in the correct boxes now, because they're all the same looking.
That's the thing. Is the thing. Are they fresh out of the box?
Yeah, I haven't cleaned them.
Yeah, I haven't washed them, and he's drinking. Oh dear. Where were they made? China?
They might have been made in China.
Maybe a lab in Wuhan.
Oh dear.
Does it say? No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say, but very, 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 very probably, very likely. Or Germany. I think they're a European studio, so they might be Germany.
Oh, right.
That's a shame.
Sausage.
So we're all looking very festive tonight. You've all got your Christmas jumpers on. Mine is very plain in comparison.
So boring.
You
I
can
know,
just leave
bone
the
standard.
snug on.
You got a dad jumper on. You have. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I've
that's
got
a lovely jumper. Can your nanny make me one too?
I've got plenty of dad jokes tonight.
That's the best he picked out from the charity shop.
Yeah, exactly. Primark, actually. I'll have you know.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, but we have recycled jumpers from last year. Well, mine is, but I can see that we have some other recycled jumpers in the chat.
Yeah. I have worn this one before. Gotta admit.
Yeah, my new one for this year is a Back to the Future one, but it's in another room, and I was running late, so I picked this one up off the floor, which I wore in another stream on Christmas Eve.
Yesterday.
A whole day.
Christmas Day today, you see.
So what does your jumper say, Larry? Dum
Hey.
da dum da da.
Yeah, it's a
Jaws.
Jaws one.
Ah!
Dun-dun.
Yeah. Or if I see it in backwards, it says Swedge on my screen. So
Swedge.
Swedge, yes, it's reverse Jaws. Yes. So
One
yeah,
of
that's
the worst games ever made.
what Swedge.
Or was that Squidge?
Squidge.
In Swedge, somebody jumps out of a large shark's mouth.
We're gonna need a smaller boat.
Swedge. Super Willy Afro Jumper.
I don't know. It definitely sounds like the latest activist group.
Get out of the road, Swedge!
Yeah.
Against Jaws.
Yeah. Stop killing our sharks.
Saving whales against Japanese. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So Darren Connor says, I can think of something sweeter to put in my mouth, also marshmallow-like.
I had marshmallows before I came here tonight because, the other night when it wasn't Christmas Day, we went for a big walk around the castle and cooked some
Found some on the floor, yeah.
Yes.
It was ridiculous because I knew the pack. I knew the exact marshmallow. I eat them so often that I knew what marshmallows they were. They were like these big ones that you can get from Sainsbury's. And then I saw the packet. I'm like, they're the ones from Sainsbury's. But then they were opening them up and then selling them to me for £1.50 a pop.
Like giant marshmallows.
You get them in B&M.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or pound.
Bam.
Powder.
Maybe Stuart's eating them.
Yes. So Novabug, I remember your jumper from last year, but did I comment on the pixel art? Is it pixel art?
Yeah. Well, bits is. Yeah. It's kind of.
Well, it's like knitted art, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. You got the
Are you just wearing it to make Dave Wade jealous?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. In fact, he has seen it and he thought, "Oh, I like that." The DeLorean over the nipples, which is always good.
Burning nipples, yeah.
Yeah, you got your Nike self-lacing booty things, your hoverboards, the guitars, the out of time readout and the top there, and the courthouse at the top, getting struck by lightning. So
magnificent.
Or there's a tree growing out the top of it.
Yes.
Well, yeah. A couple of mountains as well.
Yeah.
Don't know what them Hill Valley, I guess. So yeah.
I got a Back to the Future board game and tickets to go see the theatre show for next year for my birthday. Yeah, I'm well up for seeing that. I've heard bad things about Only Fools and Horses, the live theatre thing, but then I also really want to see that too.
Problem is, it
that
means
goes
going
away.
to London, which is always a drag. But you know,
It's not too bad for me. I mean, I'm on the main line, so I can get there pretty quick.
Well, I live in London. I keep avoiding it as much as possible, really. So
I know exactly where you live. I know where you live,
Well, you
sir.
come round-
Yeah.
Can confirm. Can confirm.
you can
Excellent.
confirm he knows where I live. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Very, very threatening. Yeah.
I'm not. I stop right there. I don't want to get blobbed by Elon Musk.
live. Yeah.
Oh yes, I know where you all live.
Yes. Welcome to
Don't
Christmas
know where-
doxing with Retrounlim.
Yes.
So
I'm hidden myself away in the deepest, darkest depth of Cornwall. You can't find me. I'm like John Cena.
Excellent. John Cena followed me on Twitter earlier this year. Did he follow you guys?
No.
no.
I
I remember seeing that. Yeah. No, he didn't
Unlucky
follow me.
then.
He didn't follow me.
Sergeant Slaughter's following me.
Ah. What's that? A wrestler?
No, it's a military rank. It's a military rank. It's just some random military person. The
A
US
robot
Army.
from Robot
Yeah.
Wars.
Yes.
That's a kill a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's known as Putin.
Oh, excellent. Retrounlim says Cena followed him. What, did he follow you home and doxed you?
Because Retrounlim was stalking him.
So Darren Connor says, the shark puts people back together. It's, yeah, it's a very Christmassy movie because it's the spirit of Christmas. The shark brings people together.
Yes.
Actually,
Jesus shark.
Jesus shark.
Christmas Jesus.
Like Jaws
Actually-
is genuinely one of like my favorite movies. I think it's such a great movie. And I've got in my game room, I've got all these license plates on the wall from like famous cars. And I wanted something from Jaws, like because some of the trailer boats taking the trailers taking the boats to the water, but they all look crap. There's nothing that stands out. It's all about your Christmas jumper, Novabug. I've got the Out of Time one on the wall, and the barcode one from Back to the Future 2 as well.
Some films have motifs which are instantly recognizable, and some don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ghostbusters, it's just instant.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jurassic Park has the logo on it.
Yes,
That works.
It's what adds to pop culture reference. That's what it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had to get the Outrun one custom made.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe that one wasn't available.
So what's the Outrun one?
It's literally just red with blue with Outrun. I can't remember if it says California above it or something like that. But yeah, it's just blue and it says Outrun.
Oh, okay. Because in the game it's got kanji on it, isn't it? Japanese writing on that.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like different depending on where you look. But one of the more iconic posters, you see it and it says Outrun. And I was like, that's the one I went for. Yeah. There you go.
I want a Chase HQ Christmas jumper. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
I almost got an age, sex, location AOL one, which I thought would be quite cool. But you start getting into territory where it's like so obscure.
Age, sex, location.
Age, sex.
Oh,
location.
sorry.
No, age, sex, location. ASL.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that a Shaman single?
Was it?
Oh no, that was LSI, Love Sex Intelligence. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Well, they're ahead of their times. Yeah. I always, the first thing that I think of now when I think of the Shaman is who's that famous Hollywood hard man that appeared in one of their music videos dancing in the background? Jason Statham.
Oh, Ebenezer Good.
No, I don't think it was that, but it
Even
eventually
Mountain?
came out. It wasn't that one, but it came out that he was in the background doing like sexy dancing in his like, G-string underwear. And I'm like, oh my God, it's him. And it was
Forever
before the
People.
days of like Guy Ritchie movies and stuff.
Forever
Naughty,
People.
naughty, very naughty.
I heard it as a kid, that song, and obviously you don't realize the references from like 90s drug-filled rave culture, that seeped into the charts, stuff like that, and Smart E,
Clever metaphors.
Sesame
Clever
Street.
metaphors, actually, and some on the nose though.
Yeah.
Some up the nose.
Yeah.
You've been planning that all year, haven't you?
Yeah, I did.
We've got some comments. Darren Connor, we need to get Zypho a Bridget Christmas jumper.
Oh,
And I was going to say, I want a Continental Circus Christmas jumper.
You can get a Bridget T-shirt on my merch store.
Really?
I'd tell you what, an Oh Mummy Christmas jumper would be quite good.
Yes.
That would be like garishly awful. The yellow and the big brown squares.
Yeah,
That would be really good.
That would be. Yeah.
That would be a nice one.
Not Roller Goes Christmasing.
You could do one of the whole map of like Roland in the caves. No, what is it? Roland.
Bugaboo, is it?
No, that wasn't Roland in the caves. It was.
Yeah. What?
Roland on the ropes.
Yeah, I'm thinking. That is Roland in the caves. What I'm thinking of. Yeah, Roland
okay.
on ropes is one where he's like a little Indiana Jones sort of character.
Roland needs.
I don't know why I did the toss off symbol as I said that.
He did, didn't he?
I thought I better say it before someone else does.
Yeah, my favourite game. Roland knocks.
It should be saying toss off of Fred.
Roland knocks one out.
Yeah,
My favourite Amsoft title.
yeah.
Roland rips off Fred.
Roland goes copyright infringing. Yeah.
No, stop.
There it is, and it goes silent.
Oh no. Harry, interject something.
Oh,
I've got the
Oh,
Bridget
what's happened?
Christmas
Oh
shirt.
yeah, there you go. Look, she's nice.
What did she model for you?
She's modelling my Bridget t-shirt. There you go. See?
Bad.
That's
I like
excellent. I
Look
would
at
get one of those. Retrounlim says Roland on the sex offenders list. Michael
Whatever you
Towns.
did then, you like made my screen full screen.
yeah,
when
full
you did
screen.
that.
Mine,
Did I?
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah,
interesting.
same here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got like this ultra wide, and you've just taken it up. I've got
Yeah,
this Bridget
Yak's just
t-shirt that's
taking control of all our computers simultaneously.
Yeah.
Retrounlim, what are you doing?
Master
Oh,
hacker.
he's back again.
Oh, there you go.
Harry Hack.
Right, so
So-
I've drunken out of the cotton reboot cup, and now I think I'm going to upgrade to what should we go next? Should we go cotton fantasy or fantastic night dreams cotton?
Cotton fantasy.
Decisions.
Fantasy, okay.
Decisions.
That was my new one I got today.
Cotton
I do want to give it a
fantasy.
quick wipe with my jumper.
You have a
Straight out of the box.
cotton buds one, do you?
Q-tips.
Very good, very good.
Oh yes. It's nice. That's black, that one. That's nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Magnificent.
I've started collecting all this really weird stuff, like not intentionally. So I've got like all this cutlery stuff now. I've got a tea strainer, a cotton tea strainer, which is a Switch one, and I can almost get a girl dressed with Switch items that I own. I've got a pair of knickers, I've got a pair of stockings, and now I've got like is it a crop top or a bra that they came recently that got sent to me from another company, all Switch related. They're all like special things in those.
Dude, whatever you want to do behind closed
Yeah.
doors.
I'm very sad to say that they ain't going to be fitting me anytime soon. That's
Ah.
for sure. I mean, if they sold DJ Slope sized stockings and knickers, I don't think they'd probably sell as well.
You're not going to get the
wants
miss.
those. No one wants that undergarments.
You're not going to get the missus to try them on then.
The most unusual thing I've got, and I've never used or probably will use, will be a Legend of Zelda Wind Waker candle holder.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Thought that was
that's
something
cool.
else then.
Yeah, no, it's not a
Legend
bong.
of Zelda Bong.
No,
It
no, I
does
thought it
look
was,
like a bong, yeah.
I thought it was a penis pump.
I was gonna gift that to Slopes because it would go with his bra and panties. But yeah. Ooh. Nice.
So what did the candle
that's-
smell? Did the candle? Oh, you didn't get a candle in it.
No. It never had a candle in it. It's just
Oh,
a
okay.
glass candle. holder.
We just have.
The box. The box is nicer than the.
Wouldn't it be better to say it's a drinks glass or something? It'd be more useful
No,
than
but
that.
it's got that lip on it, so it kind of does look like a candle holder, vase, whatever.
Ah,
You could stick some flowers in it, I guess. But actually keep it in the box because the box is actually probably better presented than the glass itself.
yeah.
I've seen those on the shelves now. Yeah, I know what it looks like on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was like a bong penis pump.
With Link's
Yeah.
face on it.
You go da 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 da.
Using my penis pump as a bong.
you upgraded your sword.
It's
Get
something
your
that
dick
gets
out of my
blown-
penis pump. No,
I feel-
out of my bong. I went the
I'm
other way.
feeling really high. I've got a funny salty taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's something that gets blown twice. Bloody hell! Look at that. I don't know.
Very good, very good.
fantastic. Well, Michael Towns is here, and he says,
Oi, oi, Michael Towns.
"Oh wow, look at this, sexiest boy band on the goddamn planet."
I think
It's all
he's watching a
about
different
you,
stream.
girl.
More like a girl band.
Retro and Liam's back. All right.
Yes. Right. Michael Towns also says it's dangerous to go alone.
We like Michael Towns. Michael Towns is a good guy. What are you eating?
Chocolate.
Is it
Christmas
Christmas
Day,
It's
chocolate?
Christmas Day, isn't it? What do you?
So you're a bit of a heavy diet man over the last few years, Larry. What's on your what have you eaten for Christmas? Are you on a funky?
Oh, you got to take
I can't
Christmas
believe
off.
It's not chicken
Yeah, no,
or turkey.
it's not a vegan.
On the keto.
You know what they say about veganism, don't you? It's a missed steak.
Hey,
But
excellent. A Christmas cracker joke for us all.
Yes. Thank you. No, I always have the week off of Christmas and that, just to have some fun.
We're done.
Not sitting there. You feel like a bloody leper or something, don't you? Otherwise, sitting there, everyone else eating food and that, and you sit in the corner eating your Rivita.
Lettuce.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Christmas dinner, do we remember the Christmas dinner?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, we know it too well. Well, it's
Wasn't there
actually
a video recently that someone tried to find if it actually existed? I didn't click it, but the thumbnail was
yeah, it was by Did You Know Gaming, a little
Right.
documentary about the Christmas dinner phenomenon. So, has anybody else seen it? Have you watched it?
No.
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 It exists. It was a good enough thumbnail to catch our attention. But I've been researching way too much for my next video. I just haven't had time to like watch anything. I've got all these games downloaded. I want to play some like River City Girls 2 and that that new Rick and Morty game. I haven't had a chance. I've just been researching.
Well, yes, the
You're
Christmas.
drinking out the can. Stop it.
Yeah, I know.
Drink out- You're ruining it, Dan.
There's a bus round here called the Tinner. I just wondered if it was something to do with that, but I'm just thinking about buses probably too much again.
Yeah.
I thought we were banned from mentioning
Nova bus.
buses. The Nova bus.
It was a past life.
Coming.
Yeah. So there is the Christmas dinner, just coming up on your screens right now.
Oh, lovely.
That's
And
the
it's-
2019.
It's vegan.
incarnation.
It's vegan turkey.
Well, that is a mistake,
Yeah.
indeed.
That's the first mistake. I actually do remember seeing that, actually. Yeah. That's gross, isn't it?
No, you know what? Like, it's easy to hate on the old vegan thing. It's like an easy joke. But I tell you what, recently I've started eating. I went up to London with like Nostalgia Nerd and all that, and I went into that Burger King they have, and I was like kicking off, like, where is the chicken? But I just couldn't find it, and I didn't realize it was an entirely vegan restaurant.
How can it be a Burger King? Then?
Exactly, it is a Burger King, but they only 100% vegan version of Burger King.
This is the thing. But why co-opt existing franchises? Just have your own restaurant like you do. No problem.
Because no one bloody go there. That's why.
Exactly. No one would go there. Exactly.
Well, obviously, I was after kicking off to a room full of vegans. Like, where's the chicken? So I finally ordered my fake chicken, chicken royale, whatever their version is of that. And I tell you what, like, it was indistinguishable.
Yeah, I've had a vet. He gave me some of his chicken nuggets once, vegan chicken nuggets, and they're like the taste was perfect, but the texture is like jelly babies. So it's like chicken flavored jelly babies.
Is that
Right.
Quan?
Yeah.
Would that have been Quan?
No, they weren't. They weren't Quam.
Not convincing me, guys. You really...
Corn on the quab.
Quan.
I had a
Coffee.
McDonald's burger the other day that was vegan.
Oh,
It was like a plant burger. It was really nice. Like, I mean, it's not bad food. It's just like every so often I need to chow down on a steak. I know it's gonna haunt me saying that in the future when everyone goes that way. But like right now,
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Right now.
Back up there. Back up. Everyone goes that way. What?
I think it's going to be the future.
I
think that in generations to come, I think people will look back. I think people will look back like, really? Your grandparents drove around in petrol guzzling cars to the steakhouse?
As he munched on his bag
Dirty.
full of bugs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because the WF say so. Dude,
Yeah.
get in your place. You will eat bugs. You will fucking drive. Fuck off.
Nah.
The WWF, brother. You must eat bugs.
No.
Arr.
I'm afraid
It's
people
a
are.
future I
on
envision.
master.
Like, I'm not saying it's whether I agree with it, or I'm just saying it's what I see for the
No.
future.
I don't. I'm a little bit more optimistic.
All very political this Christmas.
Very optimistic.
Not a fan
Funny
of
Christmas.
Sprouts. Not a fan of Sprouts, are you,
Yes.
Dan? Overbook?
When we could do like an opposite way around, we have meat Sprouts made out of meat. That'd be good.
It makes no sense. KFC, it's called Kentucky Fried Chicken, and we're going to go vegan. Well, then fucking better change your name then. You know?
But they must have a vegan option. I've never had anything.
They do have a vegan option.
Do they?
Yeah, of course
Right.
they do. But the thing is, if you were a vegan, why would you want to sit inside a Kentucky Fried Chicken where you can smell cooking chicken? I don't get it.
He's
Well,
got a point.
you'd
Yeah.
go to a vegan Kentucky, wouldn't you? So they
Just
wouldn't
go to a
be
vegan
cooking chicken.
restaurant. That's what you do. And I ain't got
Yeah,
no
I get it from the consumer's point of view. What you're saying
no
there.
sense.
If
Fucking
there was a
hell.
line,
Well-
if there was a line of fast food establishments and one of them was vegan, yeah, as a vegan, if I was one, I would go to that place. But unfortunately, we're not in that
Because there's no.
situation.
Right.
As an owner of KFC, McDonald's, whatever it may be, it's in my interest to cater to everyone. So it's
But this is the well, no, yeah, you do cater to everyone. You cater to everyone with different places on the high street. That's why you have various shops and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
but you as the owner of KFC don't own every fast food establishment on the high street. You as the owner of KFC want, oh fuck me, I want a bit of that vegan
Cut this
pie.
out, Steve. Cut this bit out, Steve.
Go to. You wouldn't, for instance, I wouldn't be that.
Look, mate, just so you know, I'm not actually anti. I am a meat eater, 100%. I'm 100%. I'm just seeing it from the consumer.
I don't know. You
and
sound pretty treacherous to me with those comments.
I wouldn't walk into a vegan restaurant and tell them to fucking cook me a steak, you bigots, would I? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
So-
you bloody
I never
would.
went down
I
that
bet you
route.
bloody would.
I never went down that route.
Right, I think we should
Just
draw a line
fallen.
under this. Michael Tarn says this episode of Shark Tank is great. Shark again. The sharks keep coming up. Very Christmassy, aren't they?
God, it's so hot in here.
all
Right.
sweating.
I could really do with a vegan milkshake. Woo, cool me down.
Well, Asda did a vegan mashed potato, didn't they?
Did I?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, if I eat
Okay,
vegan,
fair enough.
if I eat
What
that
about
vegan
this?
food, I actually only ever eat it if I'm out for the most part, because when at home, I just don't ever have. Wow, that looks ridiculous.
Oh no,
Um,
no, that's going in.
I can't seem
That's-
to find good vegan food
But
to eat at home,
Well,
so I just will always eat meat.
Well, I think it's a pretty blanket statement. You can't find good
Yeah.
When I go to a restaurant, I vegan option is there. And I have it half the time, I'd say. Well, maybe not half the
that
time.
needs
Not
to be
far off.
clipped. That needs to be clipped. DJ Slopes official. I can't find good food, good vegan food.
Why is that a clip? I don't get. What have I said wrong?
Speaking of which, though, I'm glad he's showing a pot noodle, because that's
What,
probably
pot
got the same
Noel?
amount of chemicals and preservatives as your average vegan meal.
Yeah, Pop Noel.
No,
Yeah, Pop Noel. Noel Edmonds.
No, that one's-
Flavor. Noel Edmonds flavored. Yeah.
blobby flavored. Oh, hang on a minute, that's something else.
Gravy and stuffing flavour. My God, that must be thick.
God, there's more chemicals in that than a lab in Wuhan. Jesus Christ, that is just awful. Absolutely.
So we all know what we're going to be eating for our Christmas dinner then.
That tinner thing, that's got like a dessert in the layer, isn't it?
Yeah, at the top.
It's
Yeah.
grim.
The picture is real. They actually did make it for the purposes of the photo shoot. And they made a few of them up and sent them out to take pictures of. And apparently it tasted like feet.
That's a friend's joke.
It's a friend's joke, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Well, I've
Yeah.
never seen Friends. So I'm just quoting the video, the documentary that I made.
It's a friend's thing. She's made half a English trifle and half a cottage
It's
pie. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I love me some Friends. Well, you know what you're getting with Friends.
You
I know
do.
I'm in the minority on that one.
I like Friends.
I've got a Friends Christmas jumper actually.
I like Friends as well. I like it even more. I like anything that gets attacked by the wrong people. That's what I like even more. I begin to like it even more. So Friends is up there now.
Yeah, I bet that one's grown on you in recent years.
It has grown on me a lot. Yeah. So 40 Towers, Blackadder, love it. But I always love them anyway.
Yeah,
I really like Love Actually now. Never used to. But for some reason,
Get an
I
old
really
man.
like Love Actually now. I find it. Oh, this is winding the right people up. So I really like it now.
Right. So it's all about annoying your family, is it?
No, not my family. No, definitely not my family.
Okay.
Mrs. likes it though. Mrs. She's always liked that film. To be fair. So,
Yeah. Well, it's
likes,
interesting.
what's his face?
Someone needs to start kicking off on songs of praise. Like it's going to be that's going to be on your next Christmas jumper.
yeah.
Well, I'm all about songs of praise now.
I was listening to "Is It Cold Outside" earlier, and I thought I like this song now. That's one of the examples. But who was that guy that was in Curtis's films? Mrs. likes him. Can't remember his name. British guy, not Hugh Grant.
Hugh Bonneville. He's in loads of them.
Yeah, he's in that. Colin Firth. That's the one.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, she likes him.
Darren Connor says Little Britain. What I've noticed when you used to go into CX, if you go into the ghost area where they sell the DVDs, where no one ventures anymore, they used to be stacked from floor to ceiling Little Britain DVDs because everyone got them when it was popular and everyone gave them into CEX and you could buy them for pennies. Like literally, they were so overstocked with Little Britain. But since obviously all of the controversy that's come out and, they've apologized for the characters they've made and stuff, you cannot find Little Britain DVDs anymore because they've taken them off the telly and people have run to CX to buy them. And that now they've actually, Little Britain DVDs have actually gone up in price on the second-hand market. It's really quite a bizarre time we live in.
The valuable jokes.
It's very
evidently, yes.
It's a keyhole into a certain period in time.
Sanity. I never really liked Little Britain anyway. I never liked it.
You like it now?
I never liked it because I don't really like David. I like Matt Lucas. I always found Matt Lucas quite funny, but I never really liked David Williams. He creeps me out.
Oh, really?
But Matt Lucas, I watched him from Shooting Stars. Remember Shooting Stars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a baby. He's a baby.
That's it, yeah. And George Dawes, isn't it?
Yeah.
George Balls, the man with the scores.
That's brilliant, yeah. And I thought I used to fucking crack me up. So
Williams used to do what was it? What was the Sky One game show that he did?
Games World.
Was it Games World?
The cheat show.
That,
Madam Cheats Tips Parlor.
Madam Tits.
Yeah, Madam.
I don't think this name's going to pass.
Get
They might be a little bit on the nose. Yeah.
The Big Boy Barry show, stuff like that. He was on.
the only gay in the village. Oh yes, that was
that Big Boy Barry?
That's the thing. The thing with more so with Little Britain than any other kind of sketch show. If you look back to like the Fast Show and Harry Enfield, these other things, Little Britain more than others, it was one joke. And like you say, if you didn't like that one joke, you're screwed because it was the same one joke in every single episode. He gets out of the wheelchair and runs off when he's not looking.
Yeah.
Or, it's the same joke.
Both Selector did the same gag though, and it did a gag that repeated over and over. And I never liked Both Selector either.
Craig David gave up his career because of that. He was so embarrassed from people doing impressions of him all the time.
It's so stupid because it was so obviously not great. It's just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
I got to rewind.
No, I never really watched it, but I just find the whole situation funny about how it would actually mess around with his career. It's like, what are you talking about?
He hated it, yeah.
Like that bear that got a little stiffy, and it was like the same joke every single episode.
I think the Michael Jackson one was best though. Spoon bending motherfucker.
Hey, if you want to listen to some proper offensive stuff, then it's always Derek and Clive. So mwah. Derek and Clive is just classic. So you're not allowed to do that now. Oh, let's move me light.
On the
Derek and Clive
on the subject of Christmas shows and movies.
Oh, is it Christmas? I forgot.
Yes, we've just watched The Snowman.
Is that an every year thing for you, Snowman?
Well, it's on Christmas Eve this year, Chris.
Sorry?
It's on Christmas Eve this year, isn't it?
No, it's always on. It's
not on Christmas Day. Yeah, the only year the day you
your HD box on every day of the year.
Oh, okay.
On iPlayer.
Raymond Briggs.
No, I don't use iPlayer.
When I was a kid, I always wanted the Snowman on VHS, and I never got it. But I used to post my Christmas letter to this estate agent. I thought Santa lived there. But every year, this estate agent would get like, this kid really wants a snowman. I mean, I say every year. It happened on maybe three years. Probably.
Did he dress in red and have a long beard?
Yeah.
but there was a church in Cranbrook in Kent where I used to live as a kid, and so there was a church, and kind of attached to the church there was like more very, very old buildings, like one of those proper old country villages, and one of them was an estate agent apparently, but every year I'd go in there, put the letter through the letterbox, and I thought that's where Santa lived. I don't know why, and I didn't know it was an estate agent as a little kid. But that used to get my Christmas list.
Must have been one of your mates.
That's why I never got Echo the Dolphin, and I never got the Snowman on VHS. Or my Thundercat sword.
I was 28 years old at the time.
Still wants one.
When you said you wanted a snowman, I thought you meant you literally wanted a snowman.
Well, they did that, but it always made my bed soaked.
Unfortunate.
I got a PS1 game of it recently as well.
Tumbleweed thing.
Of what, the Snowman?
Yeah.
They did that.
Yeah, I posted it on Twitter. There's a picture of me holding it on Twitter.
Wow.
So, yeah.
No, I didn't know that was a
We used
thing.
to have the VHS.
It's a Japanese exclusive.
Yeah.
It's so weird that they always get these like Japanese exclusives. They got that. I know, like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I got
was
that.
a Japanese exclusive PlayStation 1 game, and yet that's, I mean, in my mind, that's a Western thing. It's the same with like Pingu.
Pingu, yeah,
That's
got
that was a really.
that. They
big
got
Japanese-
Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower Man was Japanese exclusive, even though it's developed in the UK.
Was Lawnmower Man Japanese exclusive?
Yeah, on the PS1 it was. Come on,
Oh,
PC.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like the 16 bits. Yeah.
No, it's like I think it's Lawnmower Man 2 actually.
Right.
But yeah.
That's a film that's hard to go back and watch. I remember being blown away by that as a kid, tuning in my Sky system to watch that. And then you watch that back now, you're like, fucking hell, they compared this to Terminator 2? Really?
Which one? The first
The
one,
original,
second-
original Lawnmower Man with who was it? Pierce Brosnan, wasn't it?
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan.
Pierce
Lawnmower.
Well, the second one they got
With
Max
his
Headroom.
lawnmower, Max Headroom.
Max Headroom to play him in the second one. Don't know if anybody picked up on that, but yeah.
No.
I never watched the first one.
Okay.
But the question is it a Christmas film? Well,
Oh yeah, that's where I was going with that. wasn't it?
that leads us into our
Well, the
next-
Lawnmower Man, very famous
Lawnmower
Christmas
Man.
movie, yeah. So, I mean,
Well, that leads us into
mowing all that snow off the lawn, yeah.
our next section. The great Christmas movie debate. And we have a list of movies here, and we have to decide
seems to be
between us.
Bloody Die Hard again, you talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is this what it's
Oh, well, we don't have to have Die Hard if you don't want, but is
Isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger in Die
Die
Hard?
Hard 2.
Die Hard 2 isn't, I don't think. It's been a while since I've seen it, though.
Die Hard 2 is the one I've seen the least, even over like 4 and 5 and stuff.
What about 3?
3 I watched more than number 1, I
3
think.
is good. No, 3 is brilliant.
Yeah, I really like 3.
It's always on.
I originally watched number 3 before I watched number 1. That was the
That's the one that's always on telly, isn't
I
it?
actually watched them in order, believe it or not.
well,
Really?
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
When was that? Just years ago or last Christmas?
Well, the Die Hard one was 80.
Are you talking about when you first come out? You watched them in order.
No,
That's
no, I never.
That's not really an accomplishment. That's how
No,
that's
no,
how
not like
sequels
that.
work.
No, but I never watched one of the sequels before the previous film.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I mean.
I remember Terminator's another one. I watched 2 before 1.
Yeah, so I never like skipped ahead and watched the 5th one before watching the 4th one, for example, which many people did. But
Was that quite a twit? Was that quite a surprise that he was a villain in the first one? Then
Yeah, well, I did that actually. I watched T2 first. I guess a lot of people have the same experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back and watch the first one. And
No,
you're
I watched
surprised.
Terminator 2 maybe like 50 times before I watched
I'd already seen the first one before watching Terminator 2, so I had the storyline. And
I reckon I probably watched Indiana Jones movies out of order.
and then proper Terminator fans then stop watching and don't watch the rest.
There is no better example of be careful what you wish for than the Terminator franchise. After they made number 3, and number 3 was an okay movie.
I
It was better than 5 out of 10. It was
liked
closer
it.
to 6 or 7 for me. And it was like after that, I was like, you can fucking do what you want, because they'd opened Pandora's box by that point. If they just left it 1 and 2, that would be perfect. That would be clean. But you know, us fans, we all wanted them to make another Terminator. And then
I never said that.
I didn't want to.
I mean, I knew no better. Like, but
Hollywood know better because they're milking the cow.
To be fair, the only one I've really not liked is Genesis. I didn't even mind that last one they did.
It was called Mega Drive over here.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen
Genesis. I
Terminator
didn't like.
4.
Most people over here called it dog shit.
I didn't mind that last one they did. I've only watched it the once.
Wait, oh God.
Didn't mind it. But this is why I don't review movies. People always ask, like, why don't you review movies? Because when I watch a movie, for the most part, I like it. I remember once I watched.
Bit like
You're a great critic.
That's why you don't want me reviewing movies, because I mean it was, I think it was Tarantino that said in a in an interview once, he goes, I'm a movie lover, not a movie critic. And I'm like, man, I stand by that. That's me. I'll go to a film, like, that was fucking good. I come back and I'm like, oh shit, everyone doesn't like Indiana Jones 4. Why don't they like this? And it takes me a while to realize, and then watch it again. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Have you ever been critical of anything, Dan?
Well, I don't like Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm more a Mega Drive guy.
Retrounlim says, do you like Phil Collins? Because he was in Genesis, wasn't he?
Oh, don't. Oh, no.
Oh my God. Like, it actually took me a while. I'm like, was he in Terminator Genesis? No, okay, yeah.
He's Bob Hoskins' cousin in real life, isn't he? Phil Collins. Because that's how he got the job in Hook. Because he has a cameo in Hook, doesn't he, as a police sergeant?
I didn't know that.
Yes. So good old nepotism.
Yeah.
No, a lot of bad movies I watched, I'm like, I thought it was quite good. And then I realised when I get back and look at the reviews, I like looking at other people's reviews, I realise that actually everyone doesn't like Space Jam 2 and everyone doesn't like Indiana Jones 4 and, you know, all these other things. I'm like,
Space Jam 2 was awful.
It was awful, utterly awful.
It's a bloody ego trip for James LeBron.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not being funny, but like Space Jam 1, like it's good because of the nostalgia factor, but it's not a good film. Like you actually break down the original Space Jam. It wasn't a great. I mean, it's better than number 2. Even I will go by that. But I didn't mind it.
Isn't Space Jam 1 now blacklisted because of the soundtrack? No.
Oh right, yeah. I believe.
Yeah. You're not supposed to sing that anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Can free like a bird from where? Anyway.
So
I can criticize films,
but no, I mean, like you know, when I didn't mind the. I'm really fucking digging a hole, but like I don't care. Like those live action turtle movies. And the thing is, I put myself.
I liked them. I thought they were
I
right.
like them, actually.
I put myself in the mindset of what it would be like when I'm, you know, what those films are aimed at. I know they should really be family movies and stuff like that, but I think to myself, like, if I was a kid and Transformers came out, the movie Transformers, I would have fucking lost my shit, like big time. And I just get soaked up into that like nostalgic bubble. Like I still can't. I mean, I've made a career out of it. You know?
I've said the most recent Ninja Turtles movie is the one I wanted as a kid. I wanted Ninja Turtles with Krang and Shredder in it. And Bebop and Rocksteady. That's what I wanted in the original Ninja Turtles film. They didn't any of that.
That was all right. I like that. Yeah,
I didn't mind that.
I didn't mind that at all.
I mean, I can see like where they should have got casting choices better. Like I thought the casting of April O'Neil was just there she is. Let's put her in because you know it's the same director. Let's get the Transformers girl back in. Like they could have got a better April O'Neil, but I thought it was an alright movie.
What you can say is like if you take like franchises that have gone on too long, remakes have been made, sequels have been made that are rubbish or not very good as compared to the originals. You can take yourself back and say, would you have missed anything if they'd have stopped at that point?
Yeah. I understand that.
If Terminator had stopped at the second one, then everybody would have been happy and no one would have complained about Terminator ever again because you have great films.
I want Terminator 3 to exist. I want all the Terminator films to exist. You can just choose not to watch them.
You can do that. It'd be better if the production houses chooses not to make them, but
for you it would be. I want to see them.
But I do see where you're coming from, Dan, and I do understand where you're coming from, though, Bug, as well, because what you're wearing there, Back to the Future, I'm so happy.
I'm very worried about
only got Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. But at the same time, I'm also quite happy that we've got all of these weird Terminator spin-offs. Some of them are essentially fan fiction by this point. In my head, it's still just 1 and 2 that I really admire.
Who was it that described Back to the Future as the perfect film? Was it David Cronenberg or someone?
I mean, it is.
It was one of those really high-profile directors that described Back to the Future 1 as the perfect film. And it's like, you can't actually... Yes, it's got plot holes, but you can't really fault it in its style, performance, everything.
It is a perfect movie.
Wonderful.
I watched it with my son, and experiencing it again, you know, through someone that's not seen it. It's just so exciting. It's
Another
it's
one of
so
those-
cool.
Another sign of a good film is when the special effects are done just enough at the time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
and they still stand up today.
Exactly like Terminator 2, and
Like
exactly
Terminator
not
2.
like Lawnmower Man.
No,
Which look,
Jurassic Park does it. Jurassic Park does it.
Jurassic Park definitely does it.
Still
Yeah,
stands up
really
today.
well.
You know, Back to the Future can do it. It stands up today.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
And I think it's because of the overuse of special effects nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
every film is shot on a green screen nowadays. And
There are a couple of instances that you notice in those movies. Like the main one that jumps out for me with Back to the Future, obviously, when the flames come along and then they turn around and they're like standing on the flames, but not really standing on the flames.
yeah,
But,
but
you know,
that's the technology of the time.
yeah. But it's such a tiny little part of the overall movie, like the car itself flying at parts and all that. All of that.
To be honest, the
looks good.
remote control scene is really so well done.
It
Really
is.
well done.
It is. God, it's a good film, isn't it? It's a good film.
I'm watching now.
Yeah. Can we finish up, guys? Come on. Chop, chop.
That's all right. We can get in the DeLorean and go back in time. So,
God, we're taking over. This is a Christmas thing.
oh, shut up. Sorry.
That's me, man,
I
as
think
well.
Back to the Future, we watch it at Christmas, don't we? So in that sense, anything can be a Christmas movie. What about Gremlins? Somebody said that Gremlins was Michael Town said Gremlins is better than Die Hard. What do we think about that?
Gremlins is in the same town as Back to the Future, isn't it?
Is it? That's an interesting factoid.
Or the same, it's the same set. If you know, it's the same clock tower and stuff
it's,
like that.
it's the same Universal set.
Yeah.
It's Universal Studio set, but it's well, that's Bedford. Hang on. So Hill Valley is Back to the Future. Is it Bedford Falls? Is it?
I don't know. I've seen Gremlins enough, but I'm not like as into it as, you know, Back to the Future and other films.
It's got a parody on the name from Wonderful Life. I know that the village is a parody of or similarity of the Wonderful Life. I'm sure it is. Something
Kingston Falls, it is.
Kingston Falls. That's it. Kingston Falls. So Bedford Falls is Wonderful Life. Yeah.
They built the set for Gremlins, and they used it in Back to the Future. So it was specifically built for Gremlins.
Cool.
But they modified it with the square and the clock tower and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
Michael Town says Ghostbusters versus Gremlins would have been an amazing film.
there's the thing, you don't wanna Ghostbusters again, like, careful what you wish for.
But 1 and 2 that would be enough for me. But
yeah, I did. I mean, I liked Afterlife.
I actually liked Afterlife.
I liked Afterlife,
it,
but I feel like they needed to do that movie to bring back the original fans, because it was almost a retelling to a degree, and it's enough now that from this point they continue on with it in however they decide to go with it.
It was also it was one of those what you call a soft reboot, wasn't it? Because it did it did have continuity, so it continued it. Lovely send off for Harold Ramis. Yeah. That was my favorite part of it.
Harold.
That was my favorite part of it. Was the send off and the way they treated that, giving him no dialogue. Brilliant.
Egon, but not forgotten.
Yeah, but to give him no dialogue was a very, very clever thing to do.
It was, but I also do feel like it's a Ghostbuster film for Ghostbusters fans.
Yeah.
Like my wife, I don't believe watched it before I came on the scene. So when we've probably only watched it together maybe once or twice, the original. So when you watch this new one, you're like, this is actually a really fucking weird storyline. Like the storyline of Ghostbusters is just so obscurely weird, but the first one just caught that lightning in a bottle so perfectly well, and everything just fit together like the perfect comedy of whatever his name is, and then obviously Dan Aykroyd's character and all that sort of stuff. And I feel like if you wasn't a big fan of the original Ghostbusters, specifically the original one, I don't think Afterlife would have had that much of a grip on you as much. But now they've done it, now they can start going elsewhere with it. And the same with Terminator for me. Like they've opened Pandora's box now. Make as fucking many Ghostbuster movies as you like.
I think Terminator's dead. Terminator's killed.
I mean, I'm always going to watch a Terminator movie. Always.
No.
If I got to make a Terminator movie, I'd set one in Victorian times.
Yes, why not?
Yeah, I think that'd
do it.
It'd be like Empire Earth, the game, wouldn't it? Like Terminators going along with like
Cyberpunk.
fighting Romans and then fighting the
They
Victorians.
still need to make a War of the Worlds, which is actually factually correct.
100%. 100%.
Well, they've done a BBC series that was close.
That was terrible.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Absolutely terrible.
I didn't like it. I think
I
I watched
didn't
the
mind it.
first.
Was it
part
too
and then-
woke for you?
I had an element of that, but that wasn't the problem. That wasn't the problem.
It was
The problem-
boring.
The problem was it focused on the wrong things.
It definitely did. It definitely did.
You barely saw any of the aliens, any of the creatures. You had this strange, weird subplot about the British Empire, blah 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 blah. What the fuck? You know,
I tried to get into the other show. Did you watch the other show?
French one, the Fox one.
The American one.
Yeah, that was a modern retelling, wasn't it? Though.
Yeah, I watched the first series and then I watched episode 1 of season 2. And I'm like, I can't continue.
No, I couldn't do that either. I tried because I'm a massive fan of the book, as you know, and the music.
The soundtrack it's the day they make a movie that is the soundtrack but with visuals.
Yes.
That will be perfect.
That'll be the one, and you've got to set it where it was, when it was, and tell it like the. It's so I've worked out how you could do it. I mean, I just don't know why they don't do it. But the BBC one had so much potential to do it, and went off in this weird direction. It's like, where the hell?
Have you ever played the PS1 War of the Worlds game?
It's like an RTS game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not. No, it's
got the
not
tripod from the
RTS.
Jeff Wayne musical in it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's quite good.
that's it. Yeah,
Quite good.
There's the soundtrack for it.
yeah, that's brilliant.
What, for the game?
The
The
stage,
PlayStation 1 game, yeah.
honestly, visually, the stage show is probably the best. Visually,
I still haven't seen it. I know they've got tickets up again. I need to.
it's incredible. That is.
Who have they got doing the voice this time? It's that it's the Taken guy, isn't it?
Well, they had Liam
Neeson.
Liam Neeson he was doing the Next Generation re-recording, so it'll always be Liam Neeson's hologram appearing.
Right.
Yeah, but they'll have a different cast for the rest of the cast, like
It isn't pre-recorded his lines. They have someone else do it.
Yeah, they're part of the when Jeff Wayne, he basically remastered the entire thing and called it the Next Generation, and he used Liam Neeson's voice to re-record all of oh god, I can't give him his bloody name. The previous narrator, Richard Burton. And he replaced all the dialogue and added new dialogue as well. And that's the one that they use for the stage show now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I really like, actually. There was an Audible version of the newer version of the soundtrack. And that is an incredible way to listen to the sound to that, because it's just an extremely extended version of the new generation War of the World soundtrack.
The audio book of the original full book as well, and that is word for word.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. And obviously I've heard the radio recordings ones that set everyone in.
There's so many elements in that don't get that they so miss this in nearly every version of the film you see. There's so many elements that they miss.
Well, that's the thing though. But now they've done it. Every version, every TV show, the Spielberg version and all that. They're all their own version of the original now.
They are. That's fine. And to be honest, the Spielberg version wasn't too bad.
No.
I didn't like the way they were born, should we say?
It was really weird. They were underground the whole time. Like, come on, how didn't they stop
weird.
them?
That didn't kind of go with me well. And to be honest, the 1953 film is still probably the most accurate, even though it's in California and slightly different fighting machines and all that kind of stuff.
Invisible legs.
You can pick out the all the instances from the book. You can pick out and put them in that film, and how they've turned them into something. The only thing they miss is the black smoke, which I always think is the most important part of the book, the black smoke, because everyone thinks that it's the heat ray that is wiping out mankind. It's actually not. That is their attack weapon. The weapon that wipes people out is the black smoke, which acts like a virus.
Yeah. No, I love the original book. I've got like a comic-y version of it. Like it's the original text, but it's got like illustrations. It's got
I've got one of those as well.
Yeah, from Bitmap Books. That's a good.
But it's because in the book it makes a juxtaposition between their attack with the biological weapon of the black smoke and our defense by bacteria getting them just by us doing nothing.
Mhm.
You see, so that is something that's hinted in the book, but that's never explained in the films ever. So anyway, sorry, big
There you
geeky
go.
on War of the Worlds there. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say it's very appropriate, isn't it? The virus, the black smoke spreading like a virus in this current age.
H.G. Wells was well ahead of his time.
Yeah, well, he was a soothsayer, a modern day Nostradamus.
Yes, and that's why you're advocate for vaccinations, aren't you?
Yes.
Nova bug.
He liked swapping around his ladies as well, didn't he? Old H.G. Wells. He had a few of them.
Oh, I thought it was about Nova bug then.
I mean, Nova bug.
No, they don't
Right.
take.
Right. Just to catch up with people in chat, Retrounlim says the Terminator. Hold on, I've already said that. Yak, I liked the Turtles movie when there was a human in his mouth. That's from Retrounlim.
Oh yeah.
Michael Towns says, I give it 5 years until they reboot Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters reboot Back to the Future
No,
crossover.
No, I think he said he's never going to have it. He's never going to agree to anything until even after he dies, he's going to try and. As long as he lives.
What is the worst reboot ever?
Robert Zemeckis.
and Bob Gale. Bob Gale said that.
Pinocchio,
Oh,
that
okay.
is up there. Fucking hell, that's a terrible way to watch that movie, that new Pinocchio movie. But like, what would you say, like the worst remake? Or the worst reimagining, however you want to.
You know what? I generally don't watch them.
Saints Row. That was a.
Oh yeah, gaming. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
That'd be Street Fighter 2, the movie, the game.
Yes. Why not?
I hated Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake.
Oh, that was awful. They turned him into.
No, there was a remake of that.
They turned him into a pedo.
I mean,
That's
about
awful.
15. What do you mean they turned him into a pedo?
Well, I mean, it was only implied that he was that in the original ones.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, he messes with kids and he kills them, and he's like the ultimate nasty man. You're supposed to hate Freddy Krueger,
Yeah,
and in
but
the new one, he runs into into the building, and it's all burning. And it's just sad music plays as he takes off his top, and you see like the striped top. Yeah, why am I feeling sorry for Freddy Krueger?
It's like really Arnold, isn't it? He has become the good guy. He's the big teddy bear. Everybody loves him now. Everybody loves Freddy Krueger and all these nasty people.
And I don't like Freddy Krueger looking like an actual burn victim. It's almost a bit. Oh, this is a bit weird.
Maybe that remake was made by a load of maps. Maybe. So.
Maps.
Yeah, maps. You should know what maps are.
Yeah.
Larry knows what maps are.
Well, I got a TomTom now, so I don't really use them. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Ian Watkins, aren't you, from the Lost
I am
Prophets?
talking about the likes of Ian Watkins.
Oh, that's Dan's favourite band, that was.
Yeah.
Why has he disappeared at this point?
Because he don't want to talk about Lost Prophets.
Right. Well, we should cut from here, I think. We should move on, I believe, to the next segment of this stream, which may or may not be related. Spoiler, it is.
Oh, stop copying me. Hello, you.
Oh, look at that. He's changed his jumper.
This way, I'm going to go and do a change of jumper.
Excellent.
I haven't got a hat, though.
There we go.
Talk amongst yourself for 5 minutes. Carry on.
The Jaws twins.
Please say you got it too.
He probably has it, doesn't
What
he?
is happening? What is happening?
Has he gone to get the Jaws jumper?
Hang on. I've got a Jaws jump. Hang on. Let me come back on.
Novatash can wait. Novatash? Retrotash can wait a sec. I want to see this.
Retrotash, I'll hang around.
Okay. Oh, it won't be the same without you, Bug.
Yeah.
To guess. Right,
I'll hold it. Unless you can pick up like conversation for 5 minutes, I'll hold it.
Ladies and gentlemen, proudly announcing the return. After 5 years, it's Retrotash. Oh, we've missed it so much, and it's not aged a day in that half a decade. Not at all. Neither has this image, and I don't think it ever will. Right, so first up, for newcomers, you have to guess whose Tash this is. And here's the first one. Ooh.
Is it Lemmy?
That's a good guess,
like
actually.
My Slopes cast
Is it Triple H?
co-host. Looks like Grizzly. He doesn't have a tash. Does Grizzly have a tash, Michael Towns? I've streamed with him weekly for about 2 years. I don't think he does have a tash. No, he doesn't have a tash. He looks like he should have a tash, though.
It's an older guy. He's got yellow teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like Lemmy.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, actually. That's well cropped.
Noel
No
Edmonds.
Edmonds.
Is it a celebrity or someone that we know in the?
It's a celebrity, yes.
Oh, okay.
This one. I can give you more clues as well.
Go on,
Well,
then.
give us a clue.
You don't want to be in his gang.
Oh, what? That's not Glitter.
Well done. You've got it.
No, don't show his face. Oh,
It's the Glitterati himself.
That's
I
not close.
hate that Rock and Roll. Is it Rock and Roll Part 2? Is such a good fucking song.
It's in the Joker as well, isn't it?
It is. It's in the Joker.
It's a good Christmas song, though. That's a shame. You can't hear that one anymore. Got a rock and roll Christmas.
Well, you can hear it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I remember at Reading. It was just like all the people at Reading Festival. All of us that were just like walking down, down to like where like the Weatherspoons and that were, and there was someone driving along playing "Wanna Be in My Gang, like full pelt. I'm like, this is such a weird situation.
Yeah.
Michael Towns says, and you're now all on a list. Congratulations. Well,
Yeah.
Michael, I can tell you that we've been on this list since 2013.
Operation U Tree for YouTubers.
It's at
Yeah.
YouTube, yeah.
Operation YouTube
Haven't
Tree.
caught you yet.
Not yet, not yet. Darren Connor says, you can in my shop. I have 2 Gary Glitter albums in stock. Yes, because Darren Connor runs a record shop.
Rock and Roll Part 2 is an absolute tune. It's a brilliant song. Obviously, yeah, the one from the Full Monty when they're queuing. Down, 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 hey, dun, dun. It's a wicked song, but like painful that he made it.
Yeah. You really choose the wrong bloody bands to love, don't you, Dan?
Oi,
Oh,
careful, careful.
Fan-
Yes, one of the guinea pigs from my old TV show. Yes, he had a tattoo of Lost Prophets on his on his
dear.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Darren Connor says, separate the artist from the music. Yeah, I think you have to. Get some DJ decks and mix some Glitter and Rolf Harris.
Michael Jackson.
Another one of my friends was obsessed with Rolf Harris. And you always have like the hippie person at like a festival. You're sitting in a circle, you're passing around something, and like there was always one like proper hippie person. And that proper hippie person just took a didgeridoo. Imagine taking a didgeridoo to a festival. Well, I knew the guy that did. He used to dress as a pirate and
Of course.
obviously, and go around with a didgeridoo. And I used to get so fucked off with the didgeridoo. It got to the point when like, I'd be asleep and they'd get the didgeridoo right up to my face, like, fuck off. I'd get so angry. So yeah, I had a didgeridoo obsessed. I mean, a Rolf Harris obsessed friend.
Right, so
and a Lost Prophets obsessed
That's
friend.
a Freudian slip.
Right, so guys, if you're going to the Games Expos, take one along and blow it in his face.
No, I think it's an
Didgeridoo.
It's like,
Get a
what
vuvuzela.
do you play? I play a plumber's pipe and a bit of fucking.
You get a
And the
vuvuzela.
Legend of Zelda penis pump as well.
Yeah.
Right, I think we should move on to the next retro tash.
I've got no idea.
So,
Is it the guy who plays Hellboy?
Ron Perlman.
Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
It's obviously
Yup.
Or is it Nostalgia Nerd?
It does look like him, doesn't it?
Yeah, keep
not.
us
No,
up.
he's got too much of a chin for nostalgia nerds. I don't know why that's funny. Nostalgia nerd's chin doesn't go out as much. Just what?
It doesn't go out as much. What?
Well, yeah, he looks like he's got. Is it an underjaw?
It's in lockdown.
It's like fucking The Simpsons or something. It's like you've got no.
Well, nostalgia does no Jimmy Hill, but is it Kiefer Sutherland?
No, but you're in the kind of the right ballpark. No,
Is it not? It's not Ron Perlman then.
no,
Oh,
no.
it's
It's a film star.
It's the man that you don't want to fight, isn't it? Is it that
Darren-
guy?
Darren Connor says, looks like a rusty sheriff's badge from here. The man you don't want to fight. Who's that?
Yeah. Oh, I can't. Oh, the meme. Oh, what's the meme? Oh, God. Shit. Can't remember.
Bruce
his
Willis
name.
or something.
Martial artist.
Oh, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. Yeah, that's it.
Well, no, I'll give you a clue. We've mentioned him a couple of times in this show already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know.
Is it? Oh, it
Correct.
Is.
It is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And it's from Dark Fate as well, isn't it?
Of course.
It is actually from Dark Fate. Yeah.
There he is.
Where he turned into a loving, caring Terminator.
Get rid of those off.
After shooting John Connor and ruining the entire franchise.
Well, he's softened. He's softened in his old age. He's become a good guy. Right, next one. Next Tash. Oh dear.
Mr.
Sorry,
Freeze.
the quality of this.
Oh, it's the Shining guy, isn't it?
Oh,
Nicholson, Jack Nicholson.
How did you know that?
Yeah,
it's Jack
Blue.
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Very well done. Yeah. Well recognized.
Jack something, isn't it?
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Well, he's called Jack in the film, and his real name
Jack
is
in the
Jack.
film.
Yeah. There you go. Well done.
I'm
Well
surprised
done.
I actually got one.
Yeah. Well,
I always remember that
to you.
the bit about that film. I always remember, which is always funny and gross at the same time, is when he throws the axe in the geezer's chest.
Mhm.
And you like clearly see the panel that's behind underneath the guy's clothes where the axe has hit. I think that's
One thing I'll tell you about this, that's a film you need to sit and watch and be in the zone to watch a film like that. When it was one of those films that I just never got around to watching. And my wife lived in Sheffield, like a 4-hour train drive away from me when she was at university. And I took that opportunity to watch all these films that I missed out on. And I tell you what, The Shining, just watching it on a 3DS at about 30 frames per second, and not really watching it, like, it doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think you need to watch it a few times. Well, I mean, still don't understand what's going on, honestly.
Have you seen the sequel yet then, Dr. Sleep?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's it. That's the end of
There you go.
then.
End of that conversation, yeah.
Have you? No, I haven't.
I'll have to look for that. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm just curious.
Well,
we
we'll
got
have
next?
to watch it. We'll have to do a watch along. Right, the next Tash. Who could it be?
Is it Trigger?
Oh, Trigger from Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, is
No,
it?
not Trigger. I'm on about the
Steve
car
Blackman.
salesman guy. What's his name?
Oh, Boise.
Marlene.
Boise, yeah.
What's his name?
Sadly, it's not Boise.
Is it
Sadly.
what's his name? The one that nobody
Tom
likes.
Oh,
Boise.
is it 40 Towers?
Well, no, it
Oh,
isn't,
please.
but I can see
I'm
that.
so bad with names. Like, it takes
Basil
me a few
40.
seconds.
Basil 40.
The one who
Yeah,
played.
John Cleese.
Oh, I was going to say, is it what's his name? The one who played Indiana Jones's son in the fourth one. Forgotten his name.
Is it Adolf?
Oh dear, my hat fell off. It's a sign. Right. Well, I don't think we're going to get this one. Well, actually, we've mentioned
Oh, give us
them.
some clues.
Again, we've mentioned them in this stream.
What, Rolf Harris?
Well, keep guessing. You're closer. Closer.
Oh, what, Ian Watkins.
Genesis.
Oh my
it
God!
is fucking Ian Watkins.
Fucking
Wow.
hell, it's Ian Watkins. Christ. Get
And
him
to
on.
think,
Get him on.
only about a year earlier, I was DJing with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Please take a look at my mixtape.
Please take a look at my child. Yeah.
Is that what he said?
No, I asked him to look at my mixtape. I suppose he's probably got some time now.
Yeah, quite a bit of time.
He got done recently, didn't he, for being found with a mobile phone, and he wouldn't dob in the person that he was hiding it up his arse for.
Okay.
Just a reminder, everyone, it's Christmas Day.
That's so he could ring it at the opportune moment.
A famous Christmas
Not
play,
vibrate.
isn't it?
Don't ring it, it's in my ring.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get that sick man off my screen.
He is like
No.
Rolf
he is
Harris,
really sick.
all of them combined aren't as bad as this man.
No.
He is
Jimmy-
the worst of the
Jimmy
worst.
Savile, yeah.
One of the most disgusting things I've ever done is read
Honestly-
the transcript from the court.
So
Honestly,
what did he do when he said, "Can you listen to your mixtape"? Do you agree?
He was DJing at the time. Like I passed it over. Like he basically I DJ'd in this club, and I was downstairs. I played like heavier stuff, and upstairs was a bit more indie pop sort of thing. And he was in that one. But I went upstairs to the decks and I handed over.
Okay.
My little mixtape.
My little child. Yeah.
He still has it. He's still got it shoved up his arse.
I reckon when you go into prison, you have to hand over your possessions. You know, he's got his watch and everything. I'm sure DJ Slope's mixtape's one of his 15 possessions he's handed in. Fact, like, you know.
What would improve that picture of separating his head from his shoulders?
Yeah, it's one of those things. He's a terrible guy.
It would improve that picture greatly.
I'm very, very upset that the people we worked with, the people we worked with paid for his hotel for one night. You know, what did we pay for?
Pay for his crash. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right.
R. Kelly has entered the chat. Yeah, I mean, he is the worst of the worst. I mean, arguably, actually, because who's worse, him or the parents that let him have their kids? It's disgusting.
Yeah, this is what I'd like to look like that.
I see what you got there. Infamous Master System case. Very
Right,
good.
we have one more. We have one more, ladies and gentlemen. The final one.
Jeez, that's really bad quality.
No.
There's IFO.
Well, no.
Brian Blessed. Is it another paedophile? We have to go for that one.
I think like we are doing the rounds, haven't we?
No.
You got to
no,
get yourself
it
in the mind space of when you was nicking these tashes off.
Yes.
Google images.
Is that Chuck Norris?
This new round is retro nonce. Is it?
Yeah, retro curve.
Sadly not.
He's got a sneer.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
definitely
A little
sneer
bit,
going
yes.
on there.
Have we mentioned him in this one?
Somebody might have mentioned him in the chat.
Triple H.
Michael Towns.
Darren Connor. You're getting closer though.
Getting closer. Who's getting closer? A YouTuber.
Ian Watkins is getting closer.
Oh God.
Jimmy Savile.
Run.
No, it's sadly, actually, it looks
Michael
like
Bailey.
no, Ledman's a bit again, but it's not him.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, somebody's got it in the chat. Somebody has cropped up and
Phil
just.
Collins. Is it actually?
It's not Phil Collins. It is RMC. Retro Man Cave.
Oh,
Lovely.
Michael Towns.
What has happened? What was going through your mind? It was all like perverts and nonsense. And Retro Man Cave. RMC.
No, we are not implicating Neil.
No.
Neil, it's got nothing to do.
Oh God.
It's just
Is this more like, why couldn't they have been more like
Paul.
Neil?
Oh, Neil. Oh God. Talk about guilt by
What
association.
was going through your mind? It's so weird. Add Neil on the end.
Yes. Oh, Michael Towns says, "Oh Jesus, please don't lump me in with these people."
You've got a disclaimer, professional disclaimer. Now, Neil RMC has got nothing to do with the aforementioned. He's a genuinely upstanding and quality bloke.
He's gonna watch this on what? Why am I part of this? Oh, ridiculous! I'm so happy I haven't got a beard.
Oh God.
Need you to grow one for next year.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah,
Amazing! Oh,
Oh
I
dear,
hope my
Larry.
alopecia kicks in.
Larry is not impressed.
No,
He's not.
no, fair.
What? Okay. There we go. So who won that? I think Dan won it. He got 2 out of 5, I believe.
I got Arnold Schwarzenegger in the show.
Can't believe I got Ian Watkins right. Oh God.
Oh, well done.
I can't believe RMC was part of it.
I can't believe you met him.
Yeah,
There it is.
I've met RMC a few times. Yeah,
No.
What about the other guys? What about Arnold?
I
Never met Arnie.
you know, like that's pure Hollywood, isn't it? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know, like, it's a bygone era of pure Hollywood, but I don't. I would just dribble with not knowing what to say if I met someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's top tier celebrity, isn't it? From our era.
Oh, I know what I would say.
He would have heard it before.
Screw you. Oh,
What would you say? What would you say, Dan?
I would say,
To
good
Arnold
evening, how
Schwarzenegger?
are you? This is me, Arnold Schwarzenegger. How are you?
Please
to
let me
meet
be
you.
there the day that happens.
Yeah, well, we should make it happen for next year, shouldn't we? Get him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. We're falling asleep after all that. We've eaten too much Christmas dinner.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm like
I
wiping the
need to go
tears
and
from my
actually
face from
refresh
seeing
my-
like.
refresh my beer. So
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Says Michael Towns.
yes, that was probably the worst Batman film ever.
Oh, I liked it.
But again, they're
Oh, here we go. He's not going to defend Batman and Robin, is he?
No, you watch
Why?
it and you've got to be in the right mindset for them. You
Yeah.
have. You've
Brain
got to
dead.
be. Yeah,
Oh, come on.
I can enjoy those. Like some films are like so far that way.
I can enjoy it as a joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get that. As a Batman film, no.
Did you not like the Batman series with Adam West then in the 70s, 60s?
Again, it's like you've got to be in the right
Oh
mindset.
no, that was different though, because that was deliberately aimed like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The problem with Batman and Robin, it's not aimed at to be a kids show. It's aimed to be a family film, but it turns out to be just a kid fest of lunacy. So Arnie's just hammering it up and all that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, everything that Arnold is in is the best ever, in my opinion, because I am Arnold. How are you? Right. Darren Connor says there's no such thing as a shit film. Well, so also in chat,
You ain't seen any Disney films lately, have you?
yeah,
I've seen the adult Disney
I
film.
was about to go lower
Under
than
the
that.
counter.
Has he seen The Room?
Yeah,
was
I'm
that
not
a
fan
Disney
of the
film?
Disney remakes. I'm not a fan of the Disney remakes.
Of the
But
Room.
you were just talking Disney in general, weren't you?
Recent
Yeah.
Disney, I think he means.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like the Disney animated movies. They're good.
Recent ones, none of them spring to mind.
What, like fucking Encanto, which has pulled in mental numbers.
Encanto's okay, actually. I suppose that's quite recent, yeah. No, what's the one about the Mexican? That's Pixar, isn't it? Is it the Mexican?
Well, Coco.
Yeah, that's good. That's all right. I like that.
That's a really good film.
That's
really
all right.
good film.
I like that.
I liked Lightyear, but it didn't do well.
No, that was terrible.
I
That's
thought
just
it was good.
it's a complete knockoff of the Lost in Space movie. That is. They just redone
Fine
it.
by me. I enjoyed Lightyear.
Then again, a lot of Pixar movies just knocks off of famous films like
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Cars. Cars is a knockoff of Doc Hollywood.
Hang on a minute, Larry. You telling me that Hollywood haven't got any imagination?
No.
I don't believe it.
Michael Towns says Tangled is OP.
Tangled is awesome. It's a great movie.
That's quite old though. Tangled's
I've
quite-
not seen
Yeah, it's what's that? 10 years now potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially, I they've done a few like Raya. I think that's
that was quite good. That's quite
yeah,
good.
that was pretty good.
All the live action remakes are crap. They're terrible.
Yeah, I enjoyed Aladdin for what it was. I didn't mind Aladdin, but pretty much every single other one.
Guy
I
Ritchie,
thought
wasn't it?
Lady,
Guy Ritchie movie.
yeah, it was. Yeah,
Weird.
Lady and the Tramp was okay.
Not seen it.
Maleficent, like that's where I turn into that superhero, like the comic book nerds are like, that isn't how Spider-Man should be or whatever else, or how we are with War of the Worlds and things like that. I'm like that when I saw Maleficent. I was like, what the fuck have you done? I was angry man when I watched Maleficent. I was
It exists in
furious.
everyone.
It does. You see, that is a movie I went out like, what have they done? And then I went back online and saw people like, it was okay. No, it wasn't. It was terrible. It was horrendous.
You've evolved quickly, Dan. Earlier it was, everything is great, but now everything is bad.
No, I see the good in what people don't in films people don't like, but Maleficent was one I got angry about.
We're coming into 2023 now, so
5 days away. So
yes.
Yes. Of course.
Yes.
Right, here we go. Rant. Let's continue the rant. So basically, one of the most popular things in Disney history is, you know, you got what's her name, Sleeping Beauty laying there, and she gets kissed by the prince. She gets woken up, and that's like one of the most.
Not do that anymore.
Well, that's one of the most iconic.
I know
things to happen in any Disney film. It's like Cinderella's slipper. It's like one of the most iconic things. So in Maleficent, I don't care if this is a spoiler alert. I hope it is, because you shouldn't.
Oh no, doesn't she wake up on her own and rescue herself?
No. So the prince kissed her, walked off, and then Maleficent kissed her, and it was actually Maleficent's kiss. Like, what?
Oh,
did you just
that fucking ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
It's like, what is this? What is this? I was furious. I was absolutely furious.
So there we go. We don't need to watch it now because you've told us what happens.
Here's something. I'm not going to say like about what
the bed sheets were rainbow coloured as well.
Yeah. But no, I was like, and then obviously Maleficent fucked off, and it looked like the prince was like, oh wow, I just did that. Like, oh, what have you done? What have you done? That's just like changed the iconic part of one of the most iconic things to happen in any Disney movie. That was all a lie, by the way.
And that is their entire mantra, to deconstruct all of these films. That is why they remade them.
For me, it's just like, I don't want them to remake these movies. Either do it word for word, or work around it. And a lot of Maleficent was working around it, things that were happening that weren't happening on the camera. So, this is all cool. But then they start changing the original storyline.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when I got angry.
I utterly agree with you. No, it's they remake them to deconstruct them. That is the reason why they remake them. Otherwise, they wouldn't remake them.
Yeah.
You've got the original.
You're looking forward to Little Mermaid?
Is there? I didn't. To be honest, I haven't even seen.
You're gonna go see the trailer. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Nothing would surprise me.
Right. So, okay, let me tell you what's going down. So, Little Mermaid is now she's a lady of color, and
is that the way you say it now? Is it?
I'm trying to be politically correct.
And she's gay, and she's in a
wheelchair. Don't worry, the goalposts move every week. So you won't
so. I really like the original Frozen, right? I thought the Frozen film, that's a bloody good film. And me and my wife went to go see the London show. This is what happened. Firstly, has everyone in the room seen Frozen, right?
Yeah, the movie,
the original Frozen. So when I went and saw it live on stage at the theatre, it was a proper production. It wasn't just some random thing in some local village hall. It was like I went up to London. It was a proper, the big
village hall Frozen.
I'm saying it wasn't, like that campy pantomime they do with, like the gay Aladdin that comes out and stuff like
Christopher
that.
Biggins.
What?
But no, you always get the camp, not Aladdin. You always get the camp genie and stuff like that, and it's always so different in how Robin Williams played it. It's
Widow Twanky.
So. In Frozen, so it starts off when they're kids. Obviously, at the beginning, you want to build a snowman. You had two Caucasian kids, Anna and Elsa. The dad was Asian, and obviously the mum was Caucasian as well. Then they did the whole thing, and they done the montage where you got a teenage kid, and then you got the adult. And at some point, little Caucasian Elsa turned into a black woman. And I remember looking over my wife like, what just happened to Elsa? I am all for everyone should be able to play every role. But you've just changed
the story.
It's like she was a Caucasian little girl and turned into a black woman within the space of 2 minutes. I'm like, what just happened? What just happened?
Yeah, that's the continuity break. You may as well turn Elsa into Ernie. That's the same sort of thing. It's break of continuity, total break of continuity.
It was really quite bizarre, and
it's jarring more than anything else. It's jarring to the story.
But the thing is, what I felt really sad about is there are. I mean, obviously, we know what we're going to see and stuff like that. I went to Disney this year, and my I'm shouting out too loud in case they're awake. But like my son believes he met Darth Vader, and he believes he's met BB-8 and all of these superhero characters. Like to him, it's the real thing, like that. And there was kids in the theater.
Well, they're not.
Yeah, it's a kid. So they've gone and met the real thing. He's at an age now where like, hang on, Tigger kind of looks like he's wearing a onesie. Like he's getting to grips with it. But the real Darth Vader, the real, like the characters that look like humans look like the real people when you go and see them. And when we went to that theatre production, there was little girls that they look over at their mum. What's happened? What's going on? What's happened? I'm like, this is so weird and bizarre. Why did they do this? And
we know why, but we're not allowed to say.
You can.
I
But I would have been
The
happier.
message.
I would have been happier if it was consistent from beginning to end. But it wasn't.
That's what you need. Yeah,
She
consistency.
She changed from when she was a kid to a completely different.
It'd be the same difference.
For an
Say,
actor.
for instance, so they're redoing Blade, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
So you wouldn't cast Bruce Willis as Blade. It'd be the same difference. It'd be ridiculous, and no one would accept it.
I'd watch it.
Should be Arnold.
Every role.
Oh.
Just so around it'd be like a no professor like scene where every character's played by Arnold
Be back in a sec. I'll
Schwarzenegger.
be back in a sec.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's mum is Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff.
Excellent. Retro and Lim says it wasn't David Prowse, was it? Darth Vader. Yeah.
You're my son there, Luke.
Right. Let's see. I think this may be a good chance to move on. What do you think? Or unless Nova wants to
Well, he's gone.
crop in with something. All right.
He's like, I'm out of here. I can't
It's
handle
some-
this anymore. This
It's
one
the
is
Arnold
killing
chat.
me.
Too
It's
much
been-
Arnold stuff.
He's been cancelled from the stream. So,
Yeah. Michael Towns says hashtag cancel Dan.
ah,
Yeah. Oh no, don't.
No, I mean,
cancel Dan.
it was just quite. It's what's happened to Elsa?
No.
A performance was utterly fantastic, and the show itself was incredible. But it had some weird
come
things.
on. Let it go, Dan.
He's full of these Christmas cracker jokes, isn't he? He's
Is,
a
he
walking
is.
Christmas cracker. Yeah,
He is.
excellent. Right. Well, I believe our MC shot him while he's coming for you next. What? Well, I
Where's Novabug gone?
don't know. That's.
I think he's going to
been
go fill up
shot,
his beer. I think he's going to go
apparently.
fill up his beer.
filling up his toilet, maybe. Right. So I think we should move on to the next segment, which is probably
I've
the
run
final.
outsider.
The final segment of tonight's show. And it's a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. It is Celebrity Santa. So, did we do this last year? We might have. But I'm asking all of you guys out there, Larry, Dan,
Yeah.
and Novabug, when he comes back, whose knee would you sit on? So, we have 3 selections for people for each of you, and you have to choose whose knee would you rather sit on. And I think you can tell where this is going already.
Oh, we haven't got Ian Watkins again, have you?
I'm saying nothing. Well, should we start with you, Larry?
Oh, God.
Oh, this
Okay.
is going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chris Benoit, Freddy Krueger, or Harry Yak?
Oh, I know. It's probably you because the only one I thought probably wouldn't murder me. So,
Oh, you'd crush my knee. Aren't you
well, it's all
about,
right. It's all right. It's only so I don't get strangled or.
aren't you about
Bruce
6'5"?
Who, me? I'm 6'2",
Yeah.
6'3".
No, you're quite tall, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Simon Green says he's gone for a Nova piss. Yeah. So no love for
Gone to
the
the
other
Nova
ones.
bug.
Well, those two will murder me. Those two are murderers.
Chris
I mean,
Benoit and Freddy.
I kind of wasn't listening to the rules or the question. I apologize.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't hear it either.
Well, I'll just repeat it for the sake of you, Mr. Vogue. Whose knee would you rather sit on? And we might as well do yours next, Nova. So, Celebrity Santa.
Yeah.
Would you rather sit on Jimmy Savile, Jeremy Corbyn, or Slope's Game Room? Whose knee would you rather sit on?
Well, Dan's, obviously.
This is a stupid thing because you've got one person who's really nice out of the three.
I know.
And 2 are monsters.
Yeah.
You don't know how creepy I am behind closed doors.
Hey, look, mate. I
Like,
think
get
I,
over here
I,
on
I,
my
I,
knee.
I could probably sit on your knee and not strangle you. The other 2, I would. So that's quite straightforward.
I'm a bit
I'd
like
also have your hat away as well.
behind closed doors. I'm kind of like a real life Ken Kenneth.
Oh yeah, you did talk about the Brian panties earlier, didn't you? That's true.
That's it.
Yes.
He's the Grinch.
But I could do it during a stream and get a free promo.
A free what? Promo?
Free promo. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, that was an easy one. Next,
Slopes Kink Room, says Michael Towns. And the final one, it is for you, Mr. Slopes Game Room.
All right.
Whose knee? Gebs 24.
Begs 24.
Gebs
I
24.
just say, right, that was such a mistake. I'm genuinely so sorry to Gebs for that. So
Can
for
you
people
explain?
that don't know, myself and Novabug actually worked on together. Probably one of my favorite videos on my channel. The Dizzy, the complete history.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, it was sort of like a little love letter to the Oliver twins for everything they've done. And I got a load of other British YouTubers, Gebs being one of them, just to it wasn't scripted. I said, look, can you just read out a couple of sentences as to what you think about Dizzy? And she said whatever she said, and it was like the final thing that like ended it off with the nice music, and it was like, you know, beautiful. But I accidentally spelt her name, or it spell checked it or something to Begs 24 rather than Gebs 24 on the screen, and I didn't notice, and I'm like, and I remember we watched it live, like as a premiere, so you can look at everyone in the comments like Begs, low, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, It was a genuine mistake. I am genuinely.
This is almost as bad as when you got your own name wrong for Ashton's book.
No, he did that. He did
Really?
that. He did that.
What did he put?
And he put it was like
Dan
I can't remember-
Giblitson.
I can't remember exactly how he spelled it, but it was like Ibbotson's and not exactly an easy name.
Ibberston,
something like that. Yeah, I think he got the T and the S wrong.
Pickleston.
It's not an easy name to spell anyway.
Your own name wrong.
I always know it's a cold caller calling me when they're like, "Can I speak to Daniel?" It's always a bit like that. But no, yeah,
it's easier to go by your pseudonym. Just far easier just to go by your pseudonym.
yeah.
We can't see you, Chris.
Oh God, where's the? Oh, sorry. There we go. Right.
But yeah, again, I'm so sorry to Gebs.
Yeah, but it's funny though.
Yeah, it's a little comical thing. I just generally, you know, I asked her to do something nice for me, and then
You completely humiliated her.
I'm just genuinely very sorry. So yeah, go and check out the Dizzy the Complete History, and if you watch it right at the end before I do the Patreon call out, you'll actually see it. Chuck the live chat on. You just see me like fucking dying shame, like dying embarrassment even.
I do wish.
Carry
you
on.
would
The
let
question
me
was
re-upload
something to do with Gebs.
Yes, right,
Would I do something with Gebs? And what was the rest?
Gebs' knee.
Whose knee would you sit on?
Right, all right. Okay.
So Gebs, Kieran Hawken on Nova Book.
Hey.
It's got to be Nova. It's got to be
Yeah.
Nova. Although I am leaning toward Gebs because I feel like I owe an apology to her face. But no, besides that, Nova.
And the apology involves crushing the knees.
Yeah, I'm not a small lad.
But you could get some Atari facts from Kieran for your future videos.
Yeah, good.
You get some good thumbnails.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
endless harassment from Simon Butler as well. So,
yeah. There we go.
So there we go. So it's Kieran Hawken then. It is.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Hawken.
yeah. The one definitely the one I didn't choose. Yeah, let's go for that one. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So nobody. They've not done one for me. Steve, I'm disappointed. Should have done one for me.
I can
Post
make
in the
one up.
chat.
You mean to make one up now?
Yeah. Go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Ian Watkins.
Yeah, well,
Ian Watkins, Rolf Harris, or
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile. Whose knee you sitting on? Kelly's waiting for you. You better answer quickly.
Okay. What about you can? So what about Piers Morgan, Kate Hopkins, or Keir Starmer?
Piers Morgan, I think.
really?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to him. I'd like to have a chat with him.
Have an
See
interview.
what he's like really behind the persona.
Keir Starmer's all nice and soft.
Oh yeah, I know, but he's
It's nice and soft to sit on. So.
is he? What are you suggesting? All right then. You've brought me over to Keir Starmer, so let's go with Keir Starmer.
Like sitting on a red cushion.
Yeah. It's, this thing's got no spine. It's all.
All right.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Sorry, I'm getting
It'd
distracted.
be like a bean bag, wouldn't he? Really. So,
leaving the knees behind.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a load of too much knee chat for my liking here. Steve. So Retro Gamer, according to Retrounlim, did an article on the music legend Ron Hubbard.
Ron Hubbard.
Instead of Rob Hubbard.
His
Yes.
brother.
Yeah. Retrounlim has posted one for me. Hitler, Ian Watkins, or Stephen Hawking. You mean Stephen Hawking?
Even though he's been dead for the past 5 years.
Well, Jimmy Savile's dead. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Hitler might be dead as well.
I'd sit on Hitler's knee, ask him
So
what he's like behind
Which one's
behind
been
the
dead?
persona.
Which one's been dead the least, really? So the least smelly to sit on. Yeah.
I think Godwin's Law was
Sit on
well
his
and
lap
truly
and go,
been
why are
smashed.
you such a
Ian
nasty
Watkins should be
man?
dead.
Well, am
Why
I going
aren't
back
you
to
nicer to people?
3 years old?
Stephen Hawking.
Any of them, I suppose, I don't know.
So tell me what you know about astrophysics.
To who? Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
It's all of us. I don't know.
I know about as much as Arnold Woodward.
Look what I got for Christmas. Amico!
Oh no.
What are those
New
trading
version of-
cards?
New version of Missile Commands just come out for the Amstrad.
Is it actually? That's cool.
Yeah, a new
Is it-
version of it.
Is it good?
Does it play all right?
It's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad little homebrew. Yeah.
Is that Sonic game come out yet for the Amstrad?
No, it's still in development.
And Toki, is that out?
That car game's the one everyone wants, isn't it?
Toki's out. Yeah, Toki was released. I did I
Oh,
got
okay.
I got a preview video on that from the developer.
Oh, nice.
Cracking. It's really good conversion, and I've just written the latest issue of Amtix. I've got a 2-page spread on that.
Oh, is it a pin-up for you, is it, or something?
I got in there straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
I've
Got it
got to
there
get
straight
that
away.
now.
And I think they've just released today a shoot 'em up called Hyperdrive, which I've earmarked that for Amtix issue.
Oh, excellent.
So loads of new games coming out for the Amstrad.
Are you going to play those on your stream?
Well, see, I can, but that sort of like that's just gameplay testing kind of thing. When I run out of tapes, I will.
Oh, right. When do you think you're going to run out of tapes? You must have millions of them.
I've tested over 650.
But do you have a counter on your stream? Tapes tested. I've not seen it for a couple of months.
I don't have the. I have a database of them all, but I've thought all the duplicates I've either gifted or sold as well. So currently hang on, what have I got here? I've got about 20 in the to be tested section at the moment. So that's a couple of shows. So yeah, it'll be 4 shows as it were. I'm surrounded by cassettes here. Absolutely surrounded.
Do you get offered many discs?
I've got a few, but I've found most discs don't work.
Because they're old stock.
Yeah, the thing is, discs didn't last as well as tapes.
Oh,
Who knew? But because back then we were told that cassettes would degrade quicker, and they didn't. It was discs that degraded far quicker.
What about cartridges as well? Any of them?
Yeah, I've got most of the cartridges.
No, I mean new cartridges. Have you sent many? I mean,
new ones. The newest one was the release of Alcon 2020.
Oh, okay.
So that was done. That was
for what system?
the GX4000 in cartridge format. So that you could get that. That was,
In POG form, yeah.
Yeah.
I've still only ever played an
Hardcore.
Amstrad GX4000 at like a trade show. I don't
Why
know.
do these streams always come back to the GX4000? What is it with me?
It's inevitable.
I got this through recently in the post talking about cartridges.
Oh,
Strictly limited.
And I've got the Switch version somewhere.
Well, I got
somewhere.
given. This is today actually, a Christmas Day. I got given from the brother's girlfriend's parents who were clearing out their house, and as I've already shown part of it all, with these 2 Master System games, Pro Wrestling and World Soccer.
Nice.
So I got given those and my 5th or 4th copy of Gran Turismo.
that's brilliant.
But the good news about this is is that is the first black label version I've had
Oh, okay.
I can't stand the platinum ones.
because I've
They
had the
look
platinum
awful
version
on
all
a
the time.
collection.
This is the black label version, so I'm happy I've got the inlay for that.
Yeah.
But I was actually playing GT2 on my barcade here. So
Oh, okay, it's not the disc. You ain't got the
But
disc.
don't you think
No,
it's
I've got-
On
crazy?
the Amstrad.
I've got GT1, 2, 3, 4, and
Do your Gran Turismo 2 discs still smell?
do what? Sorry,
Do they still smell?
what smells? Sorry.
The
Gran
disc?
Turismo 2, they're
Yeah,
scratch
they
and sniff.
scratch and
Oh,
sniff.
no,
disc.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What are they supposed
Yeah.
to smell of? Petrol.
Rubber, burnt
Yeah,
tires.
tyre.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyre.
disgusting.
And there's a FIFA
The middle
game that's
bit.
supposed to taste. That's supposed to smell like
Taste.
grass.
Taste grass. Yeah.
Have
Oh, you know what? Look at that! I've been stuffed.
What is it?
Look at that! Right? Oh my word! I've seen that before. Black label on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I've just opened it up.
Platinum. What's the disc? Is it a platinum disc? Or
Oh, the big reveal.
da-da-da.
Oh,
Well, that's the box. The box is the main thing, really, on the
Yeah.
shelf.
The box is actually a genuine black label, but the rest of it's platinum. That's
I
weird.
bet that's CEX. That is.
That's a
Yeah,
second-hand shop that's put it in
Useful,
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
so-
isn't it crazy though that I'm the same. I prefer the black labels, but it's the silver labels that are arguably rarer than the black labels because the reason why they're silver labels because the black ones sold so well.
Well, some of the silver labels have revised copies, like patched.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them are patched. I can't remember which ones, but yeah, definitely some.
I got
as well.
Tekken 2 on silver label.
I've only got a few. Driver 2, Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six, Spider-Man 2, and Mickey's Wild Adventure. That's it.
I've got
Nova Bum.
Yeah, Nova Bum.
funnily enough, Final Fantasy 7 is a platinum.
Right.
As is Final Fantasy 9. No, 8, sorry. Crash Bandicoot 3, Tomb Raider 2, Street Fighter EX Plus, Time Crisis, Micro Machines V3, and Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
That's it. The rest of them are black labels. So.
Darling, black label.
You have got a lot of boxes in your
I have.
in your bedroom,
Yes.
Larry.
Buying bloody games.
What I'm trying to work out what that poster is.
Well, well organised.
Is it
Oh, it's
poster?
one. That's Lara Croft. It's Lara Croft. It's
What the
one of those-
squares?
Yeah, it's those metal display ones. You know, I done a sponsorship from last year,
okay.
and yeah, it's one of them. They keep falling off the bloody walls because they're so heavy.
Okay.
Because you got to hold them up with magnets, and they keep falling off the walls.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah, they do. They bloody fall
Yeah.
on my head. Just think, just bang.
So he's got that mark on his cheek.
That's a spot. That is, yeah.
I've literally only just noticed.
So yeah, I've got a couple there now. So yeah, now I've been collecting PlayStation 1 games lately. I'm trying to collect up all the link-up games you could get.
Yeah.
Because they're quite rare. Wipeout 3 Special Edition, right? If you get it in the 2-pack with if you get it on its own, it's 120 quid. If you get it in the 2-pack with Destruction Derby 2, it's 7.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's weird, yeah.
I don't know what my version is. Hang on.
I used to have that. Where is my copy? That's annoying. I've got 2097, but not that. What has happened to that?
Oh no, it's just the original black label version.
Is that Special Edition?
No.
Oh, okay. No, it's a sequel. It is a sequel.
Yeah, that's the original.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was actually because I've got the. No, I know. I had the special edition. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Okay, fair enough.
That's annoying me. I used to have that. I had that one.
Wipeout
Right.
3 Special Edition.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
That's the other thing. I got Wipeout, the first one on black label. That's a platinum.
I don't have the original. I literally only have 2097, and then obviously later ones for like the PlayStation 4 and stuff, and the Vita and things, and PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, I've got Fusion, and the one that was on the PS4. That's good.
Fusion took a while to get used to.
Yeah.
Love the soundtrack.
Oh, it's
2097.
not epic on either one. Yeah.
Going around listening to a instrumental version of Firestarter and like.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. But it's what's his name? Radio,
Yeah.
not radio. Yeah.
And Future Sound of London and stuff. Like, it's so good. Such a good soundtrack. One of the best for the PlayStation.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that almost concludes this episode of Retro and Lim Live. Is
Mhm.
there anything else that you wanted to discuss tonight, guys? Something that didn't
I
come
think
up.
we've insulted enough people and offended
Yeah.
most people.
Trying to get cancelled. Yeah.
That's our remit, isn't it? That's the whole purpose of Retro and Lim Live, to to offend as many people as possible.
Well, luckily we only offended people who are dead this time, or
Yes.
in prison. Or in prison.
And-
So,
yeah.
We've offended paedophiles. And...
yeah. It's probably what.
Damn, they're not going to subscribe to my channel now, aren't they?
Hang on a minute. Are you including Keir Starmer in that, Larry?
They're not going to give you a record deal, Dan. Shame.
Please have a look at my mixtape.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'm sure everybody has to go and drink their Christmas wine. Oh, I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. What do people drink at Christmas?
I got to go and wrap the
Eggnog.
kids' presents. I'm that evil. They haven't got them yet.
Oh,
I've got
Oh,
to
you
go
wa-
and play with their toys.
You're one of those horrible parents that don't let their kids have their presents till after lunch.
yeah. Are you
Those are
guys like,
Aren't they? Aren't those people
I'm gonna
horrible?
go and,
me and my wife argue about this, and that's what she used to have.
I'm
are
going to go
you
and see how my daughters are getting on with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because that's what I bought them.
Oh,
excellent.
that's nice.
Eventually, they're going to run out of
You're not like
colours,
sitting above
aren't
their
they?
bedroom and it like echoes around their room. It is something. It's
Got them a GX 4000 each. So.
and
I won't.
apologies for
Too
little
much.
ears.
That's too much. Too generous.
Apologies for little ears listening, but for the parents out there that may help Santa a little bit with the presents. What was it? What is it? Do you give your kid? Does Santa give them the big presents, or do you give them the big presents? This is an argument me and my wife have every single year.
Well, to be honest, the kids don't give a shit.
Because basically if the kids ask, like, I put myself into I wanted a Mega Drive as a kid. Santa didn't get me a Mega Drive, even though I asked Santa for a Mega Drive. My parents got me a Mega
Bastard.
Drive.
No.
Yeah, but in our household, it would have been Santa that gave it.
Santa gets the stocking presents.
Do you call them?
Yes,
Do you call them
And-
Santa or Father Christmas in your house?
Santa.
Oh, okay.
I suppose it
Or Father
depends on
Christmas.
the
He,
day.
Father
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah,
Annual gift man. Yeah.
he gets the
Comes from the
He
moon.
gets the,
Yeah.
he gets the stocking presents, which are generally the smaller presents.
Yes, that's
And
how I do it. Yes.
Satsuma. Yeah.
And from mum and dad, you get one or two big presents. So, for example, this year they got the girls got Scarlet and Violet, a copy each.
Yeah.
And they've
Jig
also got-
4,000 each. Yeah.
4,000 each.
Yeah.
Oh, they get one of those on their first
Plus your
birthday.
Dizzy. And they also got some AirPods each.
Get
So
a cameo video from the Oliver twins.
that was their main presents. And then my son, I got him I really did want him to get in that Optimus Prime, because that is the coolest
It is
fucking thing
Bloody
ever.
cool. It is so cool.
That is-
For people that haven't seen the one that like transforms itself.
have you seen it fight in the?
Yeah,
Oh, one of them. I
it's-
thought you meant the Lego one.
It's a fully
It's really cool.
augmented robotic Optimus Prime. It's just phenomenal.
Anyway,
Anyway,
£1,000 though. Isn't it?
I've gone
Yeah.
OTT with my kids this year. Seriously, I have.
so yeah, I got him-
Squishmallows are this year's Rubik's Cube.
Oh, no, my son had a Rubik's Cube last year.
No, but I mean, like this year's Buzz Lightyear, Rubik's Cube, whatever the big thing is. This year it's Squishmallows, apparently.
Squishmallows.
Fuck is a squishmallow?
It's essentially, I think it might even be from the Beanie Baby people. I'm not sure, but it's essentially just a big pillow circle of a deformed character of some sort. My son's all about the Mandalorian, so.
My son's still he's really into Lego as well. So I've got his Lego tractor.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. I got myself some Lego for Christmas.
What'd you get? Was it real Lego or AliExpress Lego?
The proper Lego. You can't get the knockoff one anymore. He went to prison, didn't he? The bloke. I got
Ken
the.
Watkins.
I got the Lego as
That's not the worst thing he's done. Sell knockoff Lego on AliExpress.
I got the Lego Asda store. They did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the Lego Asda supermarket.
didn't know they did
And-
that.
And I also got the Bowser. They got it on Black Friday.
Yeah,
sale.
they did that
I've
cheap,
seen
didn't
that.
they?
Yeah.
And also he can hold the NES controller for the Nintendo Lego set. So if you put him with the Nintendo Lego set, his hands are just the right thing to actually be able to hold the Lego controller.
Is that on purpose or is that just a?
No, it's an
Right.
on-purpose thing. It's apparently, I haven't got either of them, but yeah, it's an on-purpose thing. I've gone crazy with my kids this year. I know my son's got Splatoon
Your
3.
way of doing it is the same as mine, then.
Yeah, it is. We're doing the same. So, for instance, one of the things my kids got is like a new push bike, a new bike. No way is that going up the fucking stairs and going up the bottom of the bed. You know what I mean?
Like sitting on a razor blade.
on the bed in the morning, the bike.
What's this?
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah,
Does it look like?
Splatoon 3. It's got a Millennium Falcon, not the big one, Lego one, like the smaller one that opens up and it's like a play set on the inside.
Retro and Lim says Lego GX 4000.
I could build one of those.
They got a Lego Atari, so
I could
Kira's
just
that big.
design one of those and build it myself.
See, the Lego Atari is actually quite cool. It has a little thing that pops up and you see that they're making the game. It has like cartridges.
See a little Lego Kira.
Little Lego
out.
Kieran comes up there. No.
Hello. Yeah, the Atari was the best game system ever made.
As
I
a,
think. And there's a Lego Simon behind him.
there's a supplementary Lego set which emulates all the static white noise on the screen as well.
I haven't got myself anything. We had an expensive year. I went to Florida this year, and it was stupidly expensive there.
We've been tried to be a bit frugal this year.
Yeah, that's this year coming up for me.
Yeah,
I got this. It's they just come out. It's a Dungeons and Dragons. They finally brought out action figures for it.
so this is the beauty of not having kids. He buys himself.
Yeah, I buy myself one. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, look, yeah, they're finally doing figures after 40 years of the show. So this one's Adventure and Dungeon Master. So they're doing.
Was you a big fan of the show then? Was you?
It was on telly, and there was nothing else to watch. It's one of those things. But I liked it. It's a good show.
I thought it was a game, not a TV show. I've never seen the TV show.
No, they had a cartoon of it. They had a cartoon. I've watched
Just-
half of one episode in my entire life, probably. Like,
You're supposed to make it up in your head, though, aren't you? And then they're spoiling it by showing
Oh,
you what
they
people
hate the
look like.
hardcore. The hardcore fans hate the cartoon series.
Yeah, well,
I remember the 2D fighters were good.
well,
No, I don't
Michael,
remember.
I
I don't remember that.
Weren't there Dungeons and Dragons? Am I thinking of something else? I'm sure it was Dungeons and Dragons, like brawlers. Yeah, I'm not making it up. I've played them. Surely.
You gotta see now, Dan.
Oh dear. Well, got to get back to my Christmas dinner. I think
Yeah,
put your
probably
Christmas
a good
chocolate.
idea. Yeah,
Christmas chocolate. Yes.
We need to spend the rest of the day celebrating our Lord.
Dungeons and
Savior.
Dragons, Shadow over Mysteria.
This
it's a
retro
good game.
name
It's a good
is
game.
sponsored by Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
a fantastic Christmas present.
Great Shadow
Dairy
Legends,
Milk.
Dairy Milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50% off.
Established titles. Lord Milk. Lord Dairy Milk, yes.
I'll save it for after.
Free Kamikoto chocolate.
Did you get asked by established titles?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I done it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you face some media backlash?
Just one or two people pointing it out that it's a scam. And
So I got asked, and I did it.
Yeah.
But then it all kicked off like literally the day before I was going to release the video.
I-
But I'd done it a month before because I thought it was going to be released in, I think it was like October. And they said, oh no, the video's for November. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Okay. So I had a video prepped like a whole month in advance. And they say like us YouTubers don't do our due diligence. My God, right? So I rang the bank and I read my pitch, the established titles pitch to the lady on the thing. So I'm a YouTuber and I've been sponsored by a company called Established Titles who help replant forest and blah, 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 down the phone. And she's like, right, okay. She's like so confused. And she said, yeah, you have to go to the bank and get it changed. I then went to the bank with my proclamation. I've now got it on file and my bank details all now say Lord. And then I didn't release the video. Didn't release the sponsorship, so they say we don't do our due diligence. I had to make sure that I'm a bit unsure about this. Is this a real thing? Is this a real? I'm not sure. So I went to the bank and changed my own personal name just to prove that it would work, and then I didn't release the video.
Oh,
Like,
well, at least you can be called Lord now.
Lord,
It did work.
Lord
It
Ibis,
did work.
Lord Ibiston. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. My bank details I'll say Lord. Actually, you know what? Like,
If it did work, then how is it a scam?
it's
Well,
more
you
like everything else they do around it.
Basically, you can call yourself whenever you think you want.
Of course you
So
can.
like
Yeah.
without
do that by
what's
default.
insane. When I
Yeah.
first opened not when I first opened an account, when I was about a teenager, back in the days when I used to buy things on eBay, really in the early days, the old HTML days of eBay when you made your own listings, I used to buy everything with checks, and I forgot I even had a checkbook. But since I've changed my name, they've sent me a new checkbook with Lord Ibbotson written on it.
Yes.
Look, I mean, I'm not going to show you all my details, but there it is.
Oh my word! There you
Oh
go.
yes.
Oh, they spelt your name wrong.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, Ibbotson, yeah.
Ibiston, yeah.
Thankfully, Ashins don't work at the bank. But yeah, like, so I fully changed my details just to make sure it works. So at the bank, there's my fucking proclamation is on file.
I don't get some of it because
Yeah,
I
that's
always
okay.
saw it as it's clearly a joke thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
These
It's a
things have been
novelty,
going
it's a
on for
novelty,
years,
yeah.
where you can buy a star in the sky.
That's
has a
exactly how I
name
see it.
after
Yeah, you
or
see
a plus
plot
on the moon.
plot on the
So
moon
I
or a
don't-
star or something. Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are things have existed for years, so I don't understand the backlash.
No, I
There's
don't
one
understand
there's
that.
one guy, isn't there, who made a video about it, and then
Yeah.
it's all
Blew
exploded.
up.
But it,
Blew
I-
up.
I don't know. I don't hold anything against any of the people who, not including you guys, who had established titles.
Well,
in
I never
videos.
released it. I never got paid by him. I have generally got the plaque. It's out there. I only have it because my mates don't want to call me Lord, and I make sure they see it when they come round. Just to
See,
wind them up.
Well, there you go. That's what it is. It's a gift, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
it's a
one
joke
thing.
thing. It's a
The
joke
same
thing.
thing. You could
Well,
also
it is
call
a
yourself
joke.
Baron if you wanted
Makes
to.
a quick buck. Why? Good luck to him if you ask
Well,
me.
you are the
Well,
only
it is.
one out of all of us. I mean, I'm a lord on by this proclamation, but you are actually a lord, are you not?
Like,
Barry?
yeah, I got a heritage title.
You
Yeah,
are officially a
yeah,
lord.
Lord Blockswitch.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
bought the deed from someone that wanted it
Yeah.
gone, and you
Yeah,
spent
well, it's one that
some serious
went
chunk of change to
unencumbered.
do it, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
I remember when I went round there, you showed me your
it was a
Uh,
cheap. Was the
you showed
cheapest
me
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed me that and your what do you call it? Your 100K plaque well before I
Yeah.
got mine.
That's the old ones I got. You got the new.
Yeah, you got
black,
the old school one. Yeah, the big metal like
Glass- the
silver
glass-
silver. Yeah,
glass one. Yeah.
yeah. My one's more like a little mirror thing. Yeah.
know
Do
what you're
you
talking
show
about.
your plaques in your videos, guys? Oh,
No, mine's actually in a weird place where it's never behind me. I should put it in the garage, like where I do my streaming. But there's mine.
there we go.
There it
And
is.
Ibiston. It's Lord Dan Ibiston. Oh,
Ooh,
I can see
Oh,
myself.
whoa.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
That's the only time I'm going to see myself on one of those plaques.
Oh, I don't know. You
Oh.
might.
How many subs have you got now?
It
Nova?
doesn't matter.
4,000. What? Oh, you might
You
do
just-
one day.
You want to start doing a news report channel, just moaning about everything being woke. There you go.
No,
Your
I
Oh.
can't.
exploding channel. Yay!
I can't. I would. It would do actually, but I can't do that. I couldn't.
Can it-
I couldn't. No, I couldn't do it.
Well, is that from Digitizer, Dan?
No,
Oh.
this was the London gaming market. So you got Wes, Larry, Ashins,
Con.
myself,
Not the market. Con.
Kim Justice, Nostalgia Nerds, fucking hell, why am I blanking? Digino Gaming, Octavius, and massive respect old Sophia as well. Kim's other
Yeah.
half
Oh,
back in the
yes.
day.
I remember that picture. Yeah.
There we go. That's on my. It was quite cool. I remember my kids came into my office once and they go, "Are they your work colleagues?" I'm like, "Kind of, maybe."
No, they're
Yeah.
my
Not work colleagues. They didn't say that.
Enemies.
they're my rivals.
Do
Yes.
you work with those people? I think it was. I'm like, yeah, they're kind of my work buddies, I suppose. suppose you can put it like that. Yeah.
You
Anyway,
can kid them that you have a normal job.
yeah. Haven't you got some leftovers to eat, Novabug?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should wrap up. I think.
Yeah.
I really think we should, because thanks to everybody in the chat who's been here tonight. Retro and Lim, Michael Towns, Phil Collins, Ian Watkins, Retro Man Cave. No, not really. Simon Green, Darren Connor, everybody else. Jolie,
Hawken.
Angelina Jolie.
Yep.
Thank you to you all. And
The
thank you
best.
especially.
Lego Kieran Hawken.
In my head, I can see the Lego Man. They haven't got to change much, have they? I can see the Lego Man. I'm picturing the Lego Man in my head of Kieran Hawken.
Nope, not going there. Anyway.
Anyways, yes, and especially thanks to the chat bots that we had in chat, the sex bots.
Oh, did we have sex bots? Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
oh.
yeah, they never take a day off, not even Christmas
It's an honor
Day.
to get the sex bots.
they are
Very-
relentless.
Very hard working day.
They are relentless. Yeah.
Michael Towns says, "I'll send Dan a didgeridoo."
So I don't hate didgeridoos. It was just more like all weekends.
Send him
all
a
I
phone
heard
to
was
stick up his
fucking
arse. Yeah.
didgeridoos. It's like a metal festival where I need to be listening to
Didgeridoist.
fucking Black Sabbath and Metallica and stuff, and all I could hear was from someone that couldn't play it like as well as Rolf Harris. You know, I mean, I suppose there really is only two levels. You're either as good as Rolf Harris or you're not good at playing the didgeridoo.
Rolf
I mean,
Harris is
I
very
don't know
good
the
at the didgeridoo.
intricacies of didgeridoo-ness.
You go with it.
Player.
I sat next. You know what? Actually, you said you met Ian Watkins. I actually sat next to Rolf Harris. So
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I
Can you tell what it is yet?
didn't have many words with him. I was visiting. I was a visitor to a prisoner, should we say? That's there. And in the table,
Peter Sutcliffe, were you going to see him? Were you?
I was just going to say, mate.
See, hello, Pete. How you doing, mate?
And on the table next to me sits this guy, and I look this aside. Fuck me, there's Rolf Harris sitting next to me, just right there. So there you go.
But which side of the glass was he on? The other side or your side?
I don't know. You obviously haven't been to visiting people in prison, have you?
No.
In this country, it doesn't work like that. You have an open room.
Oh, right.
You have an open room with tables, and the guards are just standing around.
So what Rolf Harris was a visitor, or he was in prison?
No, he was in prison. He was one of the
right.
inmates.
Did you speak to him?
No.
Oh, sorry. Could I have your autograph, please?
You don't go there to speak to other prisoners.
Oh, yeah, but it's Rolf. You've got to.
I don't think they'd like him passing him a pen, would they? Really?
No, you sit on your table and you speak to the person you're visiting, and then you fuck off, and that's it. That's all you do.
Oh, what a shame.
The one you went to, I mean, I'm guessing they didn't, because in my okay, so I'm trying to piece this together myself. Like, this might have been a prison that was for a particular type of person that have committed a particular type of crime. That the same sort of. So my original question was going to be,
really.
before I stopped
Actually,
myself.
not actually strictly true. It had wings,
Okay.
and different types of
The Red
committed the
Bull,
crime were in different wings.
So my original question was going to be, before I came to that realization in my head, which obviously wasn't true, like you say, but I was going to say, yeah, they have those visiting rooms, but do they have those like love caravan things that you see?
I never
in
saw
movies? But
it.
then I thought, actually, no, a place like that, you probably don't want to have like love caravan things. Do you? Like, I suppose,
I never saw them. I never saw them.
But did they exist?
I don't know. Outside
Or was that just
of
an American
I
thing?
don't know.
I don't know if that's just a.
I was at conjugal visits, isn't it? Conjugal.
Honestly,
Yeah.
in reality, when you go to visit someone in prison, it's a very mundane, process-driven thing. It's nothing like you see in the movies. It's you have
So
a book time.
It's not like speed dating then.
It's not the bloke who broke your jaw and
Yeah.
and then you laugh at he's dead in the previous.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you get a booking time. You go there. You go to the visitors' waiting room. Yeah, there's a visitors' waiting room. You go there. You sit there, and then they say, "Right." They bring all the prisoners out, and the prisoners will sit.
It's like an evil blind date, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's very different than the glass, hand against the window.
Holding up the telephone, yeah.
It's not love at first sight. It's arrested at first sight. And you go through, and you go, so right, the person you're seeing is on that table. And you go to that table, you sit down, you have about half an hour's chat. You can have a packet of crisps, have a coffee. You know, no one's
Pass
handcuffed.
them a cake. with a file
Someone's,
in it.
yeah, I was about to say, there's a file in the crisps. This crisp a bit tough, sharp.
Sharp. Very sharp, isn't it? Yeah.
You have to buy them there, obviously. You can't bring things in.
Well, do they pat you down when you go in?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Is that where you go? Is that...
Yeah, that's why I go, yeah. Yeah. That's why I went.
Did you hear any conversation what Rolf Harris was saying?
I went to two different prisons.
you tell what it is?
I visited two different prisons. It weren't the same prison.
Rolf Harris was both.
He was in both.
Yeah. It's like
Is Rolf Harris following me?
It's clones of Rolf Harris.
No, Rolf Harris wasn't in the first one. He was in the second one. Yeah.
It sounds like a bad film, a bad Terminator.
I don't know. I'm kind of up for watching this film. This
First one
seems
was
like a really.
First one was
yeah.
Scrubs. So
What?
yeah, it was Scrubs. The first one I visited was Wormwood Scrubs.
Oh, Wormwood, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
London, yeah.
I was like, what have the cast of Scrubs done? Why were they in there?
Crimes Against Television.
Isn't Rolf Harris in? Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I thought Rolf Harris was in the same prison as
Ian Watkins.
No, as Gary Glitter.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. But...
Hang on a minute, Gary Glitter.
Gary Glitter's out of prison. He's not
Gary
in prison.
Glitter's out of prison.
Oh, is he?
He's just hiding.
He was
And what's his name? Stuart Hall.
I tell you
he's out.
what, like, I don't give these people any of your time, but the Gary Glitter Wikipedia is a fascinating read of him trying to like dodge getting caught, like just basically on a boat bouncing from country to country, them not letting him in. It's quite fascinating. Oh,
ring doorbell.
Your Deliveroo.
Santa
no.
Claus.
Your Christmas dinner.
What it is, my Google Pixel phone never did the notifications for rings, so then I set them all to the same thing. So anytime someone does anything with ring, ding ding ding, every single time, even if you set the alarm or unset the alarm or whatever it may be, then you set the alarm and in 60 seconds it confirms it's ding 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 every single time. I just haven't been asked to ever go back and only turn the correct ones on. And one last thing regarding Rolf Harris, that was such a painful thing for me. I loved Rolf Harris as a kid. Like his old show, I thought it was so cool. And I remember when that came out, I was like, oh no, come on, really? You too? And I remember I went to Facebook and someone had commented, why couldn't it have been Cliff Richard instead? And I was like, exactly.
He's Rolf Harris is one of my friend's godfathers in real life. Dave Brain, you know him? Dave Brain. He done all the animation for Ashen's movies.
Oh,
Stuff
really?
like that. Yeah,
Is that his godfather is Rolf Harris?
yeah, and his father's the guy who created Trapdoor as well.
Right,
Okay.
Terry Brain, yeah.
That is something you would say back in the day. My godfather is Rolf Harris, and then you just, overnight you would just
it was.
you would just stop.
He was telling me they used to come over every Sunday for dinner and stuff like that. The family, so he was heartbroken that all this happened, and he didn't know anything about it. So yeah, he's heartbroken about that.
I wonder if next year's Retrounlim Christmas podcasty thing will have quite as much Rolf Harris, Ian Watkins, Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, it's
chat.
guaranteed. It's a
So,
Christmas guarantee.
See what else is added to the list by then. So
Yeah. What other childhood? Yeah.
Heroes. Yeah.
Bad.
Icons.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're all
exposed of them.
well,
That's how you bring Christmas Day down, isn't it?
that's the annual Retrounlim Christmas nonsense.
I'm gonna go drink myself to sleep.
Yeah.
What a horrible world we live in.
Try and forget about them all. Oh dear, oh dear. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Christmas night, and we hope you have a fantastic holiday period. And join us again next year.
Yes.
And we'll be back, no doubt.
All the latest paedophile discussions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Find them out right here.
Yeah.
Moved on now.
We'll keep you up to
Talks
date,
about
ladies
Ian
and gentlemen.
Watkins' bum and everything in this. It was ridiculous. Did you know he hid a phone in his ass? Anyway,
Oh, that was the
Merry
best part of
Christmas,
the show.
everyone. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
That could be sack or crack, wouldn't it?
Oh man, if YouTube videos could have taglines, eh?
Yeah.
I can get demonetized though, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a good job this channel isn't monetized.
Have a good Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever it is you do, guys. Have a good New Year.
Yeah, happy Kwanzaa,
yeah.
happy
Yeah.
Hanukkah, even though it's a bit late now. But
I'll say, I'll just say Happy Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll
And
we look
a happy
forward
New
to-
Year.
happy
we look-
Winterville.
Yes.
We look forward to upsetting you next year as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, ruining your holidays. Then.
all three of you watching.
Happy Saturnalia.
Winter
everyone.
solstice.
Happy
Bye.
Easter.
Happy Easter.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Easter Bunny. Merry Christmas.
Happy Jesus Day to you
Yeah.
all.